And we are live here at beautiful crime-free Corning, Arkansas, Bobcat Stadium. Folks, from wherever you may be tuning in from around the world, we want to invite you in and say welcome to Corning Sports Report's live coverage of Corning Bobcat football. That's right, we are back, and we are so excited. So many things going on this year, especially in the offseason, for this to even be possible. You could almost call it a miracle. So we're excited to be here, extremely happy to be here. And I want to speak for everybody when I say that. So, guys, if you can for us, share the feed if you don't mind. And also, if you do not mind, let us know where you're tuning in from. We sure would appreciate it. You see our Sky Cam there, our Michael Barker Heating and Air Sky Cam. That's new this year. That's Adam Valance up there on a scissor lift. Tonight's matchup for Corning, our beloved Corning Bobcats, kick off the season here. Non-conference opponent, the Cave City Cavemen. Out of the 4A, Cave City's already played one game against Hoxie at Hoxie and nearly upset them. I mean, took them to the brink and then some, gave them more than they wanted and then more. I promise you, they lost 54-48 in double overtime, folks. Unbelievable stuff. So, very good team here as Mr. Flores gets ready to kick off. Is it going to be an onside? It is going to be an onside. Onside attempt to kick off the season. It's no good, though. Recovered by Cave City. They're up man there. It's number 77. I believe that's an awful skinny 77. Jordan Timms, a sophomore, although he is 325 pounds. I meant the numbers on his jersey. All right, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Got so much to talk about tonight that we're going to try to get to if we can. It's just been crazy getting set up here, so we apologize. We just got going right at kickoff here. Cave City will have good field position here at the Bobcat 49-yard line. First down and 10, and, of course, 12 minutes to go. Handoff, right side. He's going to be taken down. Gary Comstock, great form, great wrap-up tackle there. That's your linebacker doing what you want him to do. Got to love it. Hey, coach says he's a true beast. He's got 4.7 40 speed. Bench press is 285 pounds. Power cleans 275. He was an all-league linebacker last year with 102 tackles. Cave City, hurry up, shotgun. Handoff again to the outside. Crashing down is the defensive back there. I can't get a number. I believe it was number 8. That's Landon Lucas, folks. He's just a sophomore. Very athletic, though. Again, you see the very fast-paced offense here. No huddle of Cave City. Almost like they had plays diagrammed for these first 3 or 4 here. Third down and 9. Cave City handoff. Fumbled! Oh, it's on the ground. Who's got it? Do not know who has it there. No signal yet. I believe it's Cave City. They do somehow recover, and I mean just barely. 11:08 to go here, and we've got 4th down and 10. Decision time here for Coach Danny and the Cave City Cavemen.
Brings up 4th down and 10 for the Cavemen.
Here we go. We're going to get to a few of our other cameras here. 27 seconds on the play clock there. Again, 40-second play clock shouldn't be a factor here. Shotgun formation, play action. He's being chased. Out in the flats, throw incomplete. Turnover on downs, and what a way to start the season. The Bobcat defense, tougher than a long weekend at your in-laws. Tougher than a well-done steak at Western Sizzling there, your black and gold defense. And we'll see the offense for the first time this season. And, folks, the offense from last year only averaged 17 points a game, but it's going to be a new-look offense this year. They returned 6 starters. Going to be more of a physical, quarterback under center more often, between the tackles, north and south running attack. On the flip side there of Cave City, the defense, there's a 4-2 formation typically. They also returned 6 starters from last season. Now, they gave up 47 points a game last year, and, of course, they gave up 54 last week to Hoxie, but let's just be honest. I think everybody gives up 54 to Hoxie just about every week. Again, a little bit different formation there. Toss, near side. Good job, side step by Lucas. He broke 2 tackles there. I thought he was going to cut it up and be gone for a second. He's going to be brought down, but positive yardage. Gain of about 4 or 5 there for the sophomore, Landon Lucas. Guys, again, if you don't mind, share this feed for us. Also, let us know where you're tuning in from. Again, this game here is on the campus of Corning High School. Beautiful Bobcat Stadium here. We call it the heart of Arkansas here in God's country. And, folks, this is senior night. Sorry, guys, trying to make sure I share the feed too. Under center here, again, something different. That's Amaker. He was a receiver last year. Handoff at the middle. No, they faked it. Fullback. Good job, Amaker. He puts his head down, plows over a guy for the first down. Move the chains. The Bobcats have came out, and they have been the aggressor. They've looked very aggressive early on. And I love the quarterback there, maybe the smallest guy as far as weight-wise on the field right now, and I love it. He fell forward. You got to love that. Guys, I promise I will try to interact with you tonight if I can. We got set up very, very late. There's Amaker under center again. There's 10:04 to go here, opening quarter. Handoff up the middle. Comstock, I tell you what, Gary always falls forward. Watch his bottom half, folks, whenever he starts getting a little bit of contact. If someone's got him wrapped up or not, he's chopping them feet, and you love to see that. Again, Cave City last week, they opened up on week 0. I mean, absolutely, Coach Danny Brustrom, he's got to be happy about his team's performance last week against Hoxie. Obviously, they gave up a lot of points, but everybody does. Second down, about 7 yards to go here with 9:34 to go. Handoff up the middle, Comstock. I want to tell you what, he got hit in the backfield, took a loss of 1 and gained about 2, bringing up a 3rd down and 5 for the Bobcats. Man, we got so many of you guys on right now. Don Hopkins Jr., Brittany Hunt, Chase Watson, D.T. Brownie, Bill Storms, Jan Mason, Allie Clark. We appreciate you guys for tuning on with us. Let us know where you're tuning in from if you don't mind. We'll see what we do here on 3rd down and about 5. We'll say a long 5. Under sitters, Amaker, Lucas in motion. Handoff to him, near side, up the tackles. I think he's got the first down, too. He got up to that hole there between the tackle and guard. And listen, folks, if you're going to run on this Bobcat offensive line, you want to run on that right side. I can tell you that. The Corning Crushers up there, the Hog Mollies, if you will. You got big number 67 you can run behind. I think I do that every single time. And I love Mr. Rich Martin, the voice of the Bobcats. I absolutely love that. First down, he says. There's our Sky Cam this year. Mr. Adam Bounce is on under center. Amaker, keeper up the middle. Not a whole lot doing. Look at that offensive line push there and push. I think he got some positive yards, though, 2 or 3. We're at a little bit different spot here this year in the booth on the far side. And, folks, if you can see what I'm looking at in front of me, I've got wires, cameras, devices, and I can barely see out the window. But I'm going to do the very best I can to absolutely call this game and call it how it should be called. So, Coach Larry Treadway this year, he is in his 46th year overall. Very wise, hence the gray hairs, and I can say that. Me and Coach are pretty tight now. I like him. He was a Newport grad from class of 98. This is his 2nd year at Corning. Under center, up the middle. Good job up front by number 77, I believe that was, or 71. Miguel Bahana, I believe the junior. Well, maybe it was 77. It's so hard to tell if it's a 7 or a 1. If it's a 7, it's Jordan Timms. But either way, they blew it up there. That defensive tackle, both of them, honestly, were there and they're in a hurry. 7:50 to go in the opening quarter. We got Dalton Hollingsworth watching from Erie, Pennsylvania. Can we get a go Bobcats? Go Bobcats. Eric Arnold says, love the new Sky Cam. By the way, that's your Sky Cam right there you're looking at. Absolutely love it. It's dangerous, but we're going to do it anyways. We push the limits every time if we can. Crosby in motion. Fake the handoff. The defensive end bit. Amaker, he's going to throw it. He's got Grubb. Did he bring it down? He does. No, it's intercepted. I'm sorry. Great job by Cave City. Number 11, I tell you what, very aggressive, and that's Briley Fenster, the junior. Goes 5'9", 145, had 3 tackles last week, but coming up huge there. We'll see. I don't think we got our instant replay stuff going right now, but we'll get it going here pretty soon. But good job by number 11, Fenster. I tell you what, that was anybody's football. Grubb did do a very good job of coming back to the football there. However, Fenster just got in there, and he shut the door. That's exactly what he did. Shut the door there and got to it before he could. Ball was just a little underthrown. Amaker did have some pressure there. Keep that in mind. 7:25 to go. I tell you what, you got them back down there underneath their own 5-yard line, though. Handoff up the middle. It's going nowhere. Great job by the Bobcats. And I can't tell who was in there. I want to say it was Comstock, number 44 again. Folks, he had 102 tackles last year, and I think he's already got 3 or 4 tonight. And due to social distancing and our guidelines, I don't have a color commentator up here with me tonight, which I hate. I hate doing these games with that one, but that's okay. Great job. Busted up front again. And I want to say that was Comstock again. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Gary is a man possessed right now. I tell you what, he can drown a glass of water and he can kill a dead tree. Don't mess with number 44 now in black. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12 to go. And way down there underneath their own probably 3-yard line. Man in motion, hand off to the fullback up the middle. Big old boy there. And I believe that's number 18. If it is, that's Jacob Jones. He goes 6'2", 195, but he is brought down. You would have to think this is a punting situation here. You would have to. 4th down and long. Now, we do have we're going to play a video later on at halftime for you. It's kind of funny, and it makes fun of offensive coordinators who go for it here, and you guys will enjoy that later. But I don't think Coach Danny Brustrom's going to go for it here. Brushed him in his 11th year overall, 8 years at Cedar Ridge, and this is his 3rd year here at Cave City. He feels like he's got a good class that just came up at sophomore class. Very, very talented over at Cave City. They went 12-7 in junior high the last 2 years, and he feels like he's got some players now. Of course, they have had their blues, just like we have here at Corning. 1-29 the last 3 seasons. There's the punt. They do get it off. The coach caught it. That was beautiful. Great hands. Can we get an instant replay on that? Holy hay bales, what a job there by the coach. Man, 2 hands, got it away from his body. Folks, watch the hands. Oh, beautiful. That may go on our Holy Hay Bales top 10 plays of the year right there. Got to love it. Now, if you're a Bobcat fan, you got to love this too. Look at the field position. Look, the coach is like, what? What did I do? What did I do? Like Mr. Official there, Mr. Whitehead said, hang on now, let that thing bounce out of bounds before you do that. Hey, he did have 2 feet in bounds there, too, I think, so that would have been a good catch in the NFL as well. 1st down and 10, we got Gutierrez. Look at this little quarterback swap, under center. I like the under center. This is the Bobcats of old. Crossing up front, handoff Lucas. Outside, he bounces it outside. Stiff arms the guy, and he's going to get down at about the 17-yard line. Great job by Landon there, the sophomore. He's, again, coach said very athletic. He's not afraid of cutting up into the heart of the D right there, though. He jumped it out. He was a quarterback for the junior high last year, also led the junior high in tackles. Now, when you go to that far side, what you want, though, is you want to see him switch hands there. You don't want that ball on the inside right there. But, again, he's just a sophomore. He'll learn that as he goes. Bobcats threatening here with 5:18 to go in the opening quarter of the entire season for the Bobcats. Again, Cave City comes in 0-1, lost a double overtime thriller last week at Hoxie. Fake the handoff up the middle. Crosby cuts up, makes one guy miss, 2 guy miss. Oh, man, stiff arm, he's going to bounce it out. He's still on his feet somehow. Clayton Crosby, my goodness, a man possessed, no regard for human life, and he gets a 1st down. Move the chains. Man. I tell you what, I thought he was down 3 or 4 times there in the backfield, and I tell you what, Jordan Grubb comes off, and he is hurt. And that is definitely not what the Bobcats want to see. Their senior, he broke his hand in the offseason, did Grubb, but he's got really good hands at receiver, and he kind of rotates at safety a little bit. Good speed, 4.7, 4.8, 40 speed, number 5 in black. Hopefully he's going to be okay as Tyler Golden's checking on him right now. Could be a cramp, too. Again, first game of the year. Beautiful conditions here at Bobcat Stadium. Under the center, Gutierrez, 4:45 to go. Driving, Comstock up the middle, dragging defenders, chopping his feet. He's going to be brought down by a slew of Cavemen there. I'm trying to get who. Number 5 there was on the tackle. We'll give him credit. And that's Maddox Moreland. You want to talk about a ball player now. Coach Denny said he's their best athlete, 4.6, 40 speed. Averaged about 20 yards for kickoff returns last year. Had almost 10 catches. He's everywhere. Leading receiver. Had 73 tackles last year. What can the guy not do for the Cavemen in white? And I love those old retro helmets, kind of the Michigan Wolverines you see over there from the boys in white. 2nd down. About 7 to go as Gutierrez. Jake, the senior, under center. Number 2. We'll see if they let the deuce loose. And they are. Fake handoff. Cut it up the middle. There's a flag. Is it pre-snap penalty? I presume it is. We'll get on Mr. Whitehat here and see what he says. False start it is. I tell you what, if you want to look at keys to the game for Corning with 4:03 to go here in the first quarter, untimely penalties, taking care of the ball, you've got to win the turnover battle. And I think on defense, get some 3-and-outs, get some confidence, which they've already done. They have done that. And up until now, it's been a well-played game by the boys in black. Again, 4:03 to go here, guys. Tell us where you're watching from tonight, where you're tuning in from. We appreciate everybody for jumping on board. Also, share this feed. Again, this is our first live stream of the year, and last year you guys were so good to us. We ended up being the number 1 viewed streaming company in the state of Arkansas for high school sports. It was unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for that. These kids deserve it. So, get one spread out to the far side there. Man in motion, that's Lucas. The toss to him. Near side, he's going to cut it up. Try to use his blocker there, but he's going to be lit up in the backfield by number 5. Again, that's Maddox Moreland, M-square, M&M as we're going to call him. Man, does everything. You know, he moved from safety to linebacker this year. Of course, you know, if you have your safety leading you in tackles, that's usually not a good thing. But the kid can do everything. You really, really can. So, especially on the offensive end as well. And I think against Hoxie, I want to say he had a couple of catches against them as well on the offensive end and had a couple of tackles as well. So, that kid's everywhere. Maddox Moreland. So, watch out for number 5. He's just a junior. So, if you're a Cave City fan, you got that going for you. 3:25 to go. 3rd down and 11. Gutierrez under center. I formation. Love it. Comstock in motion. Toss. Lucas. He needs a blocker. He's looking for him. Cuts it up. Great form tackle down there by Cave City. That's number 5 again, Maddox Moreland. He had some help from number 4, Hunter Greathouse, who's a sophomore. Trying to get some more numbers in there for the Cavemen faithful. I think number 12 was in there as well. Number 6, I'm hearing Caden Ayers as well. Number 12, Trevor Dawkins, a senior, who had 5 tackles last week versus Hoxie. Now, Coach Trevor Poe and Coach Treadway have a decision to make here. 4th down and 11. What do you do here? Cooper Hopkins said, I do just about anything to go back and play one more game with my guys. That's awesome. Love it, Cooper, and love you for tuning in. We'll see if they air it out here. That's number 22, Kikoa Villuna out there, the junior wide receiver out there on the far flat. You got Crosby to the near side here as the up back. You got Lucas. They're going to hand it off. Double handoff to Crosby. He cuts it up. He's still going. He's finally brought down at the 5-yard line. I love the play call there. It almost didn't work out there in the backfield. They had some issues with the handoff there. That's a tough play, though, that double handoff. We may take another look at that if we can and just kind of give you an idea of here what's got to go on for all this to work. And, of course, we caught it a little bit too late there, so that's my fault. But Cave City will take over, and so far, folks, it's been a defensive slugfest of a game. Again, guys, Cave City comes in here 0-1 on the season. They're picked 8th of 8 in the 3-4A conference, number 43 out of 47 teams in 4A, but don't tell them that. They weren't listening, especially last week. Number 5, handoff, Moreland, far side. He's got room. He's got a lot of room. He's got one man to beat. That's Parker Davis. He's not going to beat him, though. Sidesteps him. Great job by number 45, Parker Davis. He just saved a tackle. That was a touchdown-saving tackle. And, man, when Moreland got to that outside, he got the edge. Good blocking out there by the wide receivers. And the tight end for Cave City, my goodness, he's got some speed now, that is for sure. He does have 4.6 40 speed, according to Coach Danny. Under center, man in motion. There goes that man again, Maddox Moreland, M&M. Broke 2 tackles in the backfield. Crisscross, far side. He's going to be brought down hard. But not after a gain of about 3 or 4, and I think it was number 5 and number 8 on the tackle there. So you've got Grubb and Lucas. It's good to see Grubb back out there. Cave City again, very fast-paced offense. Very fast-paced offense. No huddle. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. 1:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Handoff. That's 13. That's Dylan Holt. Holt, man, he's making all kinds of guys miss over there. Slippery as butter, and I think he's got enough for a 1st down. Holt is a senior. Very shifty, says Coach. Averaged 6.1 yards a carry last year, and you can see why. And versus Hawks, he had nearly 100 yards, had a rushing touchdown. Even had a long of 31. Averaged about 7 yards a carry last week. My goodness. Up the middle, good tackle by Grubb. But again, slowly but surely, they're nickel and diming it up here is Cave City. That was number 21, Bryce Walling, the sophomore. He had 96 yards last week. They put up some absolute points last week, over 500 total yards versus Hoxie. We have got, I think, a timeout maybe? Timeout on Corning. Yep, so Corning takes a timeout here with 1:12 in the opening quarter. That gives us a chance to kind of relax, breathe a little bit here. We got a 2nd down and about 4, maybe 5 to go. All right, guys, I'm going to get to you on social media here. Linda Turner's watching. Michelle Ingram says, go Parker. Stephanie Wiles says, go Parker. Clinton Jordan watching from Tennessee, go Bobcats. Katie Clifton says, good job, Parker. And she's laughing. Doug Kennedy's watching. Kelly Valance is also touching base with us. And, Kelly, your husband is on that camera or right there. I think he's doing okay up there. I think. Has anybody checked on him? It'll be all right. He'll be okay. He's tough. He's a resilient one. We've got Kelly Simmons watching from the First Baptist Church. By the way, folks, I want to shout out to all the fine folks at First Baptist Church right now that are watching with us. Here's another camera we've got this year. It's new, the Gopro Cam there from the field goal post. Hope you guys like that as well. That's awesome. A good wide view there, if you will. But, a shout-out to everybody at First Baptist Church. Big thanks to Daniel Plemons and the staff there for getting that watch party put on today. That's awesome stuff. We appreciate you guys. Hope you're enjoying the view from over there on that big old widescreen you got out there in the parking lot. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Cave City under center. Man in motion. Going to hand off to him. That's number 13. That's Holt. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Now he's going to be tripped up, but not before he got a 1st down. Move the chains again for Cave City. Dylan Holt, again, very shifty. Quick feet, too. And I tell you what, Will DeBon, the senior quarterback, he's done a fantastic job of managing this game so far. Look at that blocker out there, that lead blocker. Good job by 13, Dylan Holt, using that lead blocker out there. I tell you what, their guards are getting out there awful quick. And they're also getting to the line awful quick. Right after the play's over, they're right up there. 47 seconds to go. 1st quarter. Broken tackle again. He's going to put his head down, plow over 2 guys. That's Bryce Walling. And it's going to bring up what we think is going to be third down, but there is a flag. We've got some laundry on the field here with 41 seconds to go. That's huge. Bobcats needed a break, and they just got it. You remember on the other end of this thing, whenever the Bobcats were driving, there was a big untimely penalty that hurt them. Well, maybe this will be the same thing here. Maybe Cave City shot themselves in the foot right there. Now it's going to be second down and long. You're going to be behind the chains here. In fact, it's going to be second down and about 14, maybe 15 to go for Cave City. Kenneth Raspberry says, Kenny and Pam, Vincent Raspberry watching from Bryant. That's awesome. Watching from Lake Norfolk is Judy Miller. Love it. Fake the handoff. He's going deep. He's looking deep. He's got a man incomplete. Overthrew him. I'm not even sure who he was throwing there exactly. He had Ethan Ball, and I can't tell the other number out there. I think it's number 5 maybe, Maddox Moreland. Not 100% sure if he was throwing the quick slant or maybe that deep post, but either way, incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and 15 for the Cavemen. That defense from Corning returned 6 starters this year. They did give up 34 points a game last year. However, they looked a lot better this year. Same play Corning ran earlier, the double reverse their handoff. Good job by Holt getting up the field. Once he got it, he gained several yards, 6, 7 yards there. It's going to bring up a fourth down and manageable. That may be the last play of the first quarter. However, Cave City is awful fast when they get up there. 20 seconds to go. I think they're going to get it off. Big play here, and I think they drew the Bobcats off sides. So you go from fourth down, maybe 6, maybe 7, to now about fourth down and 2 or 1. That's tough. Man, you just can't have that. As you see Coach Larry Treadway, he is not happy right now. He was halfway out the field yelling at somebody, maybe the entire defensive line. I'm not really sure. Big play, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sneak up the middle. I don't know if he got it, folks. I think the defense stood up. It's going to be awful close. It'll depend on the sideline judge there. Where does he mark the ball and which sideline judge gets it? Because the one near us, I don't think they got it from him. Now, the far one, I think they do. It depends on which one they go off of here. They're going to say first down. Move the chains for Cave City with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. The drive will continue. They are nickel and diming their way methodically down this field. Last week, I think they were getting yards and just gash yards. At least the Bobcats are making them. They're making them earn it here. Dylan Holt behind that big offensive lineup here. He cuts it back up. Man, he is so quick. Even gets his hands out there, reaches out for an extra yard. That should be the end of the first quarter. It will be. Folks, again, if you're just now tuning in with us, this is Corning Sports Reports live coverage of Corning Bobcat football. This is our first game of the season. And, guys, we need to get to some on-air mentions here. The first one, Jay's Photography. Jay's Photography is owned and operated by Jay Malone. Jay's a very talented young man. And listen, it says Jay's Photography in the title, but they aren't just photos like the name says. They do vinyl lettering, graphic designs, and even create videos like our hype video from last year. Guys, give him a call at 870-323-0929, Jay's Photography. Now, a couple things we got here local with our guys here at CSR. Ricky Betts has got a Body Slam clothing line, which is just pretty neat, really, really neat, actually. It's a clothing line, which I assume, Ricky, they can check out on Facebook, I assume. They can just go on the old Facebook there in the search engine and put in Body Slam clothing. That's our buddy Ricky Betts, who's running a camera tonight. And I believe, I don't know which one he's running there, but one of these over here. I think that's it right there. No, that's it. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that's the one he's running there, so we appreciate him. We've also got Colton Ladyman, who's extremely talented, extremely talented. He's the director tonight. He's running a lot of stuff. But he also is a singer, a guitarist. I think he does everything. It's crazy. But anyways, Black River Rising, if you guys get a chance, check them out. They've played a lot of different venues, a lot of different events. And we did a live concert with them on our live stream. That was a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, check them out as well. Again, Black River Rising. Folks, we apologize. We came to you, just as kickoff happened. That's just how it works here in live streaming. It's just things weren't kind of going for us. And that camera right there we wanted so badly tonight, and that was the issue. That was our hiccup, and we finally got it figured out. Thank goodness. Finally got it figured out. Let's see if the Corning Bobcat defense can figure out this Cave City offense here. Second down, about 3 yards to go. Opening play of the second quarter. Handoff, near side. Holt cuts it up, sidesteps. I'll tell you what, he is very shifty. Comstock had him dead centered there, and he kind of just sidestepped him last minute. And I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that field is not in the best condition either tonight. We took on a lot of rain this week. A lot of rain. First down and goal for Cave City. Under center, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's not going anywhere. Man, he got lit up. Good morning, good evening, good night. Who was that? Number 44, Comstock. It looks like number 17, Xander Manus, if that's the case, if that is number 17. It's so hard to see from up here where we're at. I love that 17, man. Love seeing the black and gold 17. That's the number I wore back in the day, and love seeing it out there. Second down and go. See if the Bobcats can stiffen up here. Big-time run there by number 18, Jacob Jones. He's going to bring it in for pay dirt. Tack 6 on the board for Cave City. And with 11:10 to go in the second quarter, Cave City scores on a run play. I mean, right up the heart. Nothing too fancy. But I tell you what, Jacob Jones, man, he had a heck of a game last week against Hoxie. Had 121 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, averaged 7 yards a carry, even had a 42-yard breakaway. And we got field goal kicker Millie Beller. By the way, Millie Beller was 6 of 6 last week. They fake it, and it's going to be good. Holy hay bells, what a play there by Cave City. They went for an extra point every time last week. Number 25, it looked like Parker Davis. Again, another Parker Davis, except for the boys in white. Wow, 11:10 to go, and it's 8-0 Cave City. Man, I looked down just to look at Millie Beller's 6 for 6 point attempts, point after touchdown attempts, and next thing I know, they're going for 2, and they got it. Again, folks, we appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. If you don't mind, share this feed for us. Get it out there so everybody can see it. We've got 3 quarters to go here. This game isn't anywhere close to being over. Very, very early. We were hoping the Bobcats would score first. We had some statistics about that when they do score first. The last couple of years, they've been a lot better off, but hey, maybe they can break that trend. They can buck it like they've done a couple other trends last year. I tell you what, this is going to be a fun year. It really is. This team's got they're very capable of getting out there and getting several wins and maybe even breaking a couple other streaks this year. I know the playoff streak, it's been a few years, I want to say 2013 since the last time we've been to the playoffs, and I'd love at the end of the year for us to get another streak, that Rice Bowl streak, and kind of snap that one as well. And I'll tell you another one. We haven't won a home game in quite a while. I mean, it's been several years since we've won a game here at Bobcat Stadium, unfortunately, and it'd be nice to knock that out of the way as well if we can. So love the field goal post cam there. You can see a great wide view of beautiful Crime-Free Corning, Arkansas, here in God's country. Pretty clear skies tonight. You see a little bit of clouds off to the right of your screen there, but it feels wonderful. Not a whole lot of wind. Great temperature. I mean, it's football. Man, this is football. I love it. Love the weather. Couldn't have asked for a night. An opening night for the Bobcats of football here in 2020. Short squib kick. Gutierrez is going to try to get there. It's going to go out of bounds, though. Go out of bounds about the 34-yard line. I tell you what, if you're wanting to keep it away from playmakers, that's definitely the way to do it. However, that's going to bring the laundry on the field. And, you know, if you're cornering, you're going to have very good field position here. And I like it, you know, for us, obviously. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got a couple of kick returners back that don't get an opportunity to showcase what they can do. But, man, really, really wet field, really tough conditions out there. You know, maybe the chances of breaking one is a little bit less than it normally would be. So I kind of like that, taking over at the 35-yard line. Bobcats, again, under center. And we've had Amaker for one series. We've had Gutierrez for one series. Here comes Amaker. Toss. Crosby. He cuts it up. Looking for a guy to miss. And tell you what, he about sidestep it looks like number 8 there. That's Ashton Harrell. He was just looking for someone to juke there and found someone and almost got by him. I tell you, if number 8 doesn't make that tackle, Crosby might still be running. Great job by Clayton Crosby. 4.740. I tell you what, Coach says he plays best in space. Also has good hands. Now, if you remember last year, he was a receiver. He moved over to running back this year, and I like him at running back. I really do. I think it was a good call there by Coach Treadway. Burton Campbell says, watching from Saluda, South Carolina. Jim Manette's on with us as well. Denny Cochran. Carol Johnson watching from Missouri. I'll tell you what, that did not go well for the Bobcats there. You have number 8 again. He's everywhere right now. It's Ashton Harrell, the junior. He had 7 tackles last week versus Hawks. He's already got a couple of them already. It's going to bring up third down, maybe 5 yards to go with 10:15 to go in the second quarter here from Bobcat Stadium. We appreciate all the volunteers out there that's helping tonight. I just got to say, we'll get to those list of names here in a little bit, probably at halftime. I also got to say something else. Great job by the administration here at Corning. Listen, this is not ideal conditions. It just isn't. It's not ideal conditions, and I know it's not fun, but they have done the best job they possibly can do, and I applaud the Corning High School faculty and staff. I really do. Oh, bobbled snap. It's on the ground. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. No yardage there. I guess we were fortunate to get it back. Definitely fortunate to get it back. 9:35 to go. Again, shooting yourself in the foot, the untimely things, too. It seems like when we have a penalty or when we have a bobbled snap or whatever it may be, it comes whenever it's a 3rd or 4th down. You can't have that happen there. But now, again, listen, Amaker was not a quarterback last year. And, going from receiver to quarterback, there's an acclimation period there that's involved, and that's just part of it. And there's my wife, my beautiful wife, Heather Russell Merle. Said, hey, baby. Well, hey, baby. Hey, baby, right back to you. Oh, that punt was almost blocked. Holy hay bells. It's going to take a bounce. They don't want any part of that. Maddox Moreland says, nah, I'm good. That was number 8 in the backfield there, Ashton Harrell, and he almost got a hand on it. Pretty good punt there by Gary Comstock. And Cave City will take over at their own 33-yard line with 9 minutes to go here. Ethan Jolly's on with us, Chelsea Cole, Scott Ward, Cody Loggins. Again, Danny Cochran. Cody, you there? Danny's trying to talk to somebody on here. I don't know who Cody is, but he's trying to communicate with somebody. Bruce and Brendan McGrew says, let's go Corning. Well, I tell you, Brendan McGrew, we've got to get the defense back going here and get a stop. 9 minutes to go, and you don't want to go down by 2 possessions. You need to keep this game as close as you can. So Cave City, again, under center. Number 7, Will DeBon has done a good job of managing the game so far. Little double reversed handoff. That's number 19, Eli. Taylor. That's a Nelly reference for those that don't understand that. My crew is like really giving me just the weirdest looks right now if you guys could see it. 8:45 to go. Look how fast Cave City is. I don't even have time to make jokes because they're already under center. 8:40 to go. Another double reverse there. Handoff to number 19. Again, that's Eli Taylor. And I tell you what, Taylor looks like a trailer, man, just coming in hot and heavy. He gets a head of steam. That number 19 is hard to take down. It says 185 pounds, but, man, if he's at 185, it's all muscle. 3rd down and 2. We'll see if the Bobcat defense can stiffen up here. They do have one wide out there, but it's man-to-man out there with Parker Davis. No safety for the Bobcats. They're trying to stop this running attack, and it's tough. He gets tripped up. That was number 18, Jacob Jones, but he had forward momentum when he did. Gutierrez came out with a football there, but unfortunately they were down before that happened. Move the chains for Cave City. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Cave City, no-huddle offense. They're going fast. It looked like a flinch there on the left side. Quarterback tried to keep it. I tell you what, number 18, Jacob Jones says, nah, mine. Like that was a quarterback read there, kind of a read option. I think the quarterback could decide to keep it. They kind of watch that near side defensive end. If he crashes, the quarterback keeps it. And I think Will DeBon wanted to keep it, but Jacob said, nuh-uh. I'm padding my stats tonight now. 2nd down and 8 with 7:35 to go as Ronnie Woods tunes in with us. Double reverse again. That's just killing the Bobcats. Jordan Grubb, he's there. He's trying to strip it. Got to get the tackle first. Good job bringing him down, though. But again, another 1st down. Give Cave City credit. Those boys up there are absolutely plowing the way. This misdirection is really messing with the linebackers and even the safeties of Corning right now. You got a guy that you're reading, and it's not working for them right now. Handoff. Look at this shifty, man. Again, that's number 13. That's Holt. Holt is still up. He's finally going to be brought down to that far side. Couldn't tell who was on the tackle there. Maybe Parker Davis. Maybe Clayton Crosby. There's Parker Davis right there, number 45. You see the AM on the back of the helmets there. That's in honor of Annie Morrow, and we'll get to talking about Annie Morrow as well at halftime. Cave City, they just don't allow you to get any opportunity to talk about anything that's no-huddle offense. 6:55 to go here in God's country. Cave City up 8-0. Handoff. Number 5, Maddox Moreland breaks the tackle, brings it back to the near side. He's still going. Stiff arms another guy. He breaks another tackle. Near side. He's got one man to beat. That's Parker Davis, and somehow Parker Davis brings him down, and we've got a hurt Bobcat. That's number 17 who was on the chase. I think that's Xander Manus, and I don't know if he's getting up and he's going to fall back down. Let's try to get a camera off of him if we can. He's hitting the ground as hard as he can right now. Bless his heart. He does not want to come out of this game, and unfortunately I think he's going to have to. He's on the ground right now, and he's in pain. 6:41 to go. Hope that young man's going to be okay as everybody goes to a knee here. Very respectful there. And we're going to have an official timeout, which is a good call. Jace Couch says, when you want to scream at the players but you realize you're not in the stands. Yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. Let it out, Jace. Let it out, buddy. It's okay. We're hoping our buddy, number 17 in black, is going to be okay. He's still in pain down there. Don't want to make any assumptions here, but he's holding his right knee, it looks like. His right knee right now as everyone's down. Coach Treadway and Coach Golden are out there. And also Coach Ron Golden. You might have seen a new assistant on the sideline this year for Corning. That new assistant is Tyler Golden's dad, Ron Golden. Now, Ron has been coaching for 25 years total. He coached at Malden, Sykeston, and even Portageville, Missouri, and was a longtime athletic director and also a principal as well. So he's been in the school education system for quite a while. As number 17 gets up, he's hobbling off on his own power to a standing ovation from both crowds. You got to love that. Love to see that. Obviously not that he's hobbling, but at least that he's getting up on his own power, because it sure didn't look good. Again, guys, I know you can't see it from that view right there, but especially on this far side down here, I guess you'd say the south end zone. You're looking at the north end zone right there, but on the south end zone on the other side, which I believe is Adam's camera right there, it is pretty wet, and it is not ideal conditions right there at all, as you can see. It's really tough for the footing there, and he was giving chase and just not sure what happened, if the knee buckled or the leg give up. But either way, 6:41 to go, first down and goal for Cave City under center. They're going to pass it wide open. Touchdown, Cave City. That was a gift. And I tell you what, number 25 took advantage of it, and that's Parker Davis. And Parker Davis for Cave City, we've got a Parker Davis too over at Corning, has had 2 big plays tonight. Tell you what, Parker Davis, all he does is he hangs around the end zone. That's all he does. I mean, that's his favorite hangout place is the end zone. He's been there twice tonight. Wow. And just like that, Cave City up 14-0 with 6:37 to go. Here comes Millie Beller. Again, 6 for 6 last week on PATs. Almost blocked. It's up. We'll see if it's good. The officials agree it is. Beautiful view from that side right there. Count the extra point. It is 15-0 in favor of Cave City. Again, 6:37 to go here in the second quarter. And Cave City, they strike really quick. I will say this about Corning's defense, though. As opposed to last week when Cave City went to Hoxie, they were just gas yards. That Bobcat defense, they're making them earn it. They're bending. They are breaking, but they're definitely bending. You see the AM right there. That's for Annie Morrow. Again, Annie Morrow, man, for those that didn't know her, I'm sorry. You missed out. You really did. She was a wonderful human being, and I miss her. I miss her so much. I miss her being up here with us out here before games. I remember last year before the first game of the year, she was out there, and just loved that smile. Had to get a hug every time, and what I'd do to give her one more hug. And those that knew her, I promise you, she made an impact on them, everybody she got around. So I sure do miss her. And classy ordeal there by Coach Treadway. Little pooch kick there to Grubb. Grubb breaks the tackle. I'll tell you what, if he broke one more, he's gone. Does not. He'd had one guy to beat, and that would have been the kicker. I'll tell you what, that little pooch kick is giving Corning good field position, and we'll see if they can finally take advantage of it, capitalize on it, punctuate it, if you will. Aaron Howell says, put Colton Howell in, coaches. Get you some points. You just need him. He runs fast. Go number 34. Melanie Fields is on. Eric Arnold says, Brendan Taylor, didn't we have a comeback at Cave City your year? Well, Eric, that was actually 2008, I believe. Corning won 22-21 at Cave City. Corning was down 21-7 in the fourth quarter and then won on a 2-point conversion with under a minute to go. And then the very next year was our last meeting with Cave City in 2009, and Cave City won 41-0. They had a transfer, I believe his name, from Newport, Thamel Morgan maybe. Anyways, he put on a show. It was even said that Morgan had several Ole Miss scouts at games that year. Up the middle, Amaker. I tell you what, he had a head of steam, and he's got good positive yards there. Great job by number 1, Amaker. And we've got another Bobcat coming off here. That's number 22, Kikoa Villaluna. I love saying that name as Jordan Grubb will come back in. I was making sure Kikoa was okay there. That was just simply a normal substitution there, bringing in the play. Very typical of an offense like that. As Kathy Poe and Terrence Hollingsworth is also on with us tonight. We appreciate you guys. 110 years ago, guys, the Bobcats started football, 1910. And here we are in 2020, and look at Amaker. My goodness, he's still going. Holy hay bells. A freight train. Get off the tracks when the train's coming through. Number 1 looked like a kamikaze right there. He gets up and he's smiling. I love it. Absolutely love it. Watch the instant replay here. Man, someone's going to have a headache tomorrow, I guarantee. And it may be Amaker, but someone's going to have a headache. Wow, 5:46 to go here. We had a little confetti popper there go off here in the stands. That was pretty loud. I could hear that even in my headset. Love it, love it, love it. Again, guys, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. If you don't mind, share the feed. 5:30 to go here before half. Let's see if the Bobcats can get some momentum, snatch it here before the halftime. Bobcats in Cave City territory, up the middle. Comstock, I tell you what, he's a load. But number 8 got down low and took him out, cut his feet out, and that was Ashton Harrell. But Comstock got good yards there, a good 4 or 5, maybe even 6 yards. Man, a lot more than I thought. Forward progress, man. Keep those feet chopping. That's one thing I said it last year, and I'll say it again this year about these Bobcat running backs. Very rarely, very, very rarely do you see them fall backwards. Love it. We're under 5 minutes to go, guys, here. Play clock's at 18. Again, a 40-second play clock again this year, just like last year, so probably won't see that being a factor very much. You won't hear us talk about it very often. 10 seconds, so they got it off. Fake the handoff. Amaker, bootleg, near side. He's got a blocker. Grubb cuts it up. First down for the Bobcats. Good job out there blocking by number 5, Grubb. Let's get an instant replay on that one if we can. Amaker, great. He faked the handoff there twice. I love it. Good job. Showed the football there. If you've seen that, he showed the football. You love that. Uses his blocker and gets a first down. And we've got a timeout on the field, folks, with 4:43 to go. The Bobcats are threatening again. Again, they had a drive earlier in the game that they just couldn't quite punctuate, couldn't quite, dot the I and cross the T there at the end. Hopefully they can do that on this drive. Get a little momentum, like we said, going into the halftime here. Guys, I tell you what, this is fun to be back. We appreciate the Corning High School administration for allowing us to do this. Especially this year, they could have told us no, just as easy, and they didn't. They allowed us to come up here and do this. It's under a little bit different circumstances. We're in a different spot. As you see the water tower. I love about that water tower. Now, if he'll zoom out, just slowly zoom out for a little bit, that is pointing towards the football field. Now, you think that's not an accident, guys. That's pride is what that is. That's pride in the Bobcats right there. That's pointing. That Bobcat up there and that Corning is pointing towards the football field. They could have easily put it on the other side of where the highway is and people seen it. No. We got too much pride here at Corning. I love that. There's a reason for that. I love it. As Judy Lynn Pritchett says, with Coda, Kathy Poe, keep moving down the field, boys. Judy Pritchett says, WTG, I'm assuming that means way to go. I hope so. If not, I don't know. I'm out of guesses there. Barry Lunsford, Richard Kazmarski, Kathy and Poe says, pretty sky. It is a very pretty sky tonight. It's a beautiful night overall. And, again, beautiful night up there from the Sky Cam as well. I love that. We'll try to hit that just as much as we can. But that's Adam Valance up there from the Sky Cam. You got Amaker under center there. Handoff. Nope. I'll tell you what, it was a double reverse. Crosby, and they're going to sniff it out, did Cave City. Man, good job there. I think that's number 11. It was Briley Finster, and that play didn't go anywhere at all. They did a good job of staying at home. The linebackers, they read their running backs there and stayed home. Good job by Cave City. That's going to bring up a second down and about 14, maybe 15 to go for the Bobcats. Shirley Clifton, Pamela Reed's also on with us, Erica Rapert as well. We appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. Again, share this feed if you don't mind for us. Amaker under center. Fakes the handoff to Comstock. He's going to be wrestled down, and absolutely lassoed by number 56. And I believe that's Michael Rhodes. And, man, if he gets two palms on you, look out. He was on the Hootens.com Unheralded Stars watch list. Very experienced up front. Coach says he can wreck the ship is what he says. 315-pound bench press for that young man. And you can see the strength right there. He threw him down. Matter of fact, I think there's a divot in the ground where he threw him down at. There's our field goal post cam there on the field goal post. You see that beautiful sky like Kathy was talking about earlier. Whitney Leonard's on with us. Oh, how I've missed Bobcat football. McKenna Shipman says, come on, Cats. Man, we've all missed it. Absolutely missed it. Got a headset right here that they want us to hand over here to one of our other guys. Again, guys, thank y'all for tuning in with us. At halftime, we've got a lot to talk about. We're actually going to stick it here, stay with us here. We'll get our sponsors in as well. We don't have the sponsor video made this week, but we will have it next week. But I will mention all the sponsors tonight because we do appreciate you. Again, this is the 110th year of Bobcat football, or at least since it began, I should say, in 1910. This year in Arkansas football, 193 football teams went out for football, and unfortunately that is the lowest in the past 30 years, they're telling us. But, again, there's a lot of different things going on that we were battling this year more so than other years. I will say this about the state of Arkansas. Arkansas is one of 13 states that started their football season on time, along with border states Missouri, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. And I tell you what, back in 1910, Pappy Grayson took a sweep and cut it up between the tackles for 10 yards and the first touchdown in Corning football history. That was in 1910. We're in 2020. Who will be the first Bobcat touchdown of this season? Fake the run. Amaker out in the flats, throws it. There is a flag. He's going to be hit hard, incomplete. We'll see what the flag is. Illegal motion gets Corning. And they are going to decline it. They do decline it. And it's going to be 4th down and forever. That's the old Sandlot reference. Forever. 4th down and a long way to go for the Bobcats here. 3:43 to go. Man, what do you draw up here if you're the Bobcats? This is going to be tough as Gutierrez and Jordan Grubb come back up. I will say this about Jordan Grubb. He's got really good hands. He's pretty fast out there, that 4.7, 4.8 range. Maybe get him on a deep post there. You never know. They'll have big O Eli, Mason out there as well. That tight end number 88 up there. To the near side, you get Landon Lucas. He's in the slot. Gutierrez is going to be at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Crosby up there as well. 4 wide. Comstock to his near hip. Gutierrez steps up. He's going deep! And he's going to overthrow. I think there was miscommunication there. Miscommunication there between the quarterback and the receiver. I don't know if Lucas was supposed to go up and kind of do a wheel route there, or if Grubb was supposed to do a flag route, not a post. But either way, it's a turnover on downs for the Bobcats, and Cave City will take over with 3:38 to go in the opening half from about their 25, 26-yard line, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. As McKenna Shipman says, Bobcat pride. Goldie Logan says, get that touchdown, Ashley Cummins. Aaron Hollowell is pleading for them to put Colton Hollowell in. And I doubt they can hear you on here, but hey, why not? I don't mind it. Love the pride for the young man there. Somehow broke a tackle, upended over on his top there. I think that's number 19, I believe. I think it's number 19, Eli Taylor. And, man, Eli Taylor, Jacob Jones, both those boys, they're big, they're tall, and they get upfield fast. Very fast. That front line of Cave City has been very, very impressive tonight, too. I will say that. Not a whole lot of tackles in the backfield for the Bobcats. There goes number 13, very shifty. There could be a hold back there or they're blocking the back. Dylan Holt on the run. Comstock's slow to get up right now, and we can't have that. Again, he is everywhere back there. It's going to be a hold on Cave City. It's going to bring it back with 3:07 to go. Cave City came in here as a 10-point favorite over the Bobcats today, according to the Hootens.com there. And I tell you what, they're up by 15 right now. But, man, Corning definitely had an opportunity earlier to punch it in and just couldn't quite capitalize. Give Cave City credit, though. But, man, if you punch it in there, a couple of untimely penalties and mistakes on bobbled snaps, and who knows, we might have a tie game right now. But, unfortunately, we don't, and that's football. 3:07 to go, though. 2nd down, 14 for Cave City. They're under center again. They're rolling out. Quarterback looking to pass. In the flats, it's deflected by Eli. I believe that was Eli anyways. I couldn't tell down there. And he's hurt, whoever it is. He is still down. Actually, that was Jordan Grubb. I do apologize. Jordan Grubb got up, and, man, he got up high, and he took a shot when he did, and he's still down right now. I don't know if he just got the air knocked out of him. We're trying to get the cameras off there. Good job by our cameraman. Hoping he's okay. Coach Treadway's out there right now with him. And they're bringing water out for the kids as well. Again, love all the helpers, all the volunteers. We've got several people out there on the chain gang this year. We appreciate them. The guys up here in the booth. You got several of them over here doing radio, doing clock keeping, doing spotting, and, of course, the announcing as well. So we do appreciate that. As Adam Besson at the lake watching. Kathy Post says, tighten up defense. Monatolis is also watching with us. Nick McGrew, Jessica, Leanne's watching with us. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, share the feed for us if you don't mind. And, again, Jordan Grubb is slow to get up right now. We're hoping he's going to be okay. You see the HM there as well on the back of the helmet. It's a very classy move by Corning as well for Hunter Midkiff, the young man at Piggott that's unfortunately no longer with us. And Grubb's coming off too, and he is holding. Oh, man, he just went right back down, holding his sternum there. I don't know what happened. Don't know if that's a rib maybe. Maybe he's cracked a rib or bruised a rib there. Or it just might have got the air knocked out of him. I mean, that was a really hard hit. I mean, really, really hard hit. So either way, he's on the sideline right now. They're going to tend to him. Cave City's got a 3rd down and long now. 3rd down and 17, a little double reverse. Oh, that ball's going to be pitched back out. It's on the ground right now. They pick it up, but he's going to be swarmed and tackled. No, he's not. He's going to lateral it back again to Cave City. Somehow the Bobcats finally bring them down in the backfield. About 3 or 4 different Cavemen touched that football, though. The last one with it was Dylan Holtz, and he had nowhere to go. Hot potato, you take it. No, you take it. Holy hay bales. That was a huge loss with 2:30 to go. And 4th down here, they've got a punt, or at least you think they've got a punt anyways. So, and number 5 is Jordan Grubb for the Bobcats. We had someone ask us there on one of our other pages. And they're going to be, we assume they're going to punt, but I don't know. It sure doesn't look like it does it from here. They're under center. 2:16 to go. They drew them off sides. Again, you can't go off sides right there. Not that it's going to matter a whole lot. Again, it goes from 4th and 17 now to about 4th and 12. But still, you just can't do that there. We'll see what Coach Danny's decision is here. This is very intriguing to me. Man, if you don't get it here, now they may roll him out and do a little rolling punt there, if you will, but now that's a false start there. That's got to be a false start on the left tackle there of Cave City. We'll see what they say. I think it's going to come right back. 2:13 on the game clock, by the way, just to let everybody know.
Illegal procedure against the Cavemen.
We're going to go back here more towards our GoPro cam there, our field goal post cam, if you will. Love that shot right there, folks. Absolutely love that shot. Friday Night Lights here. We are back, folks. Again, 2:13 to go. And I really don't know what we're doing here. I mean, man, if you don't get this first down here, you're leaving enough time for Corning to possibly punch it in here. I'm not sure I understand this. 40-second play clock. Here's where it kills you, right before halftime. If I'm Corning, I take a timeout, and I think that's what they're going to do. We're down to 2 minutes right now on the game clock. Folks, I'm going to go off the audio for just a second. I got to get a drink. I'll be right back. And I'm back here. Sorry, guys. I just chugged about a half a gallon of water there. It's a very good, cool night outside, but when you come in this press box, it's a little stuffy. Just a little bit stuffy. As Bo Young is watching with us, and Aaron Hollowell is still chanting for Colton Hollowell's name. Mary Martin, let's go Bobcats. Jason Horner's watching. Stephanie Wiles says, let's go Bobcats. Joyce Huckabee. Pamela Reed, come on, Cats. Jamie Richmond's watching. This is a very pivotal fourth down right here in this game. If the Bobcats can get the ball back and get good field position here. Listen, there's still time enough, especially in a short field, to get down there and score before halftime. Again, we're right at 2 minutes on the clock, and it looks like this time Cave City's going to punt. I couldn't imagine what they were going to do last time, but we're trying to see what the number is there that's punt. I believe that's number 8, I do believe, for Cave City. That's Ashton Harrell, if so. Love the view from right there. High snap, but he gets it. He goes to punt. Almost blocked. Good punt. Little dying duck. Gutierrez takes it. No, he drops it. He picks it up. Makes one guy miss. He does not. That guy's going to hang on and make the tackle. And that is number, I think it's number, I couldn't tell. I do apologize, folks. Do apologize there. Couldn't tell who that was on the stop. But either way, good job by Cave City punt coverage team there. Bobcats will take over with 1:51 to go at about the 36.5-yard line of Cave City. They've got an opportunity here. Aaron Lowe watching in the press box at Jonesboro versus the Cavemen game. That's awesome, Aaron. We appreciate you tuning in when you should be working there, but we love it. We absolutely love it. That's awesome. Fantastic stuff. Guys, we appreciate y'all. Again, share the feed if you can for us. 1st and 10, Bobcats, 1:51 to go. Shotgun formation, Gutierrez. He's got Comstock to his right hip, 4 wide. Lucas, Davis, Crosby, Eli Mason. Going deep for Crosby, no one there. I just think that they're thank you, zigged when you should have zagged. The kind of old water boy joke there, but these guys are running posts when I think they should be running flies, and they're running flies when they should be running posts. And there's some flag. There's a little bit of laundry on the field there. We'll see what that's all about. What are they going to call here? Nobody's really given any kind of indication of what this is going to be. Chop block against Corning. And I don't believe they give the number, so we don't know who it was or which side of the line there it was. But either way, it's going to move the Bobcats back. And you talked about penalties earlier. Man, you can't have stuff like that. And listen. I know Cave City, they're a 4A school. And they went over there to Hoxie and played what may be one of the top 5 teams in 3A, at least one of the favorites in 3A, and darn near beat them. But listen, this Corning team's got enough talent to at least play with these guys. It's just the little things right now. It's just the little things. That's all it is. And we got 4 wide again. Shotgun formation. Gutierrez, there's a snap. We got a pre-snap penalty again. We got a false start against Corning. We just talked about it. I'll tell you what, I think I know what coach is going to talk about at halftime when they go into the locker room. I really do. It's the little things. And right now, folks, you've got second down and forever. And we just got a picture from the watch party at First Baptist Church here in Corning. That is awesome. That is awesome, guys. We appreciate y'all for tuning in over there at the First Baptist Church. Hopefully we're loud enough you can hear us. That's right, all of y'all. Hey, sit down there in the front row. There we go. That's better. That's better. Thank you. Can you guys in the back hear me over at First Baptist? All right. Give me a wave. There we go. Love it. Like it, love it. Want some more of it. 4 wide again. Shotgun formation. Gutierrez running back to the right hip. 1:45 to go. Second down and forever. Quarterback draw up the middle, and I tell you what, Cave City was there, and they were ready, and that's Jacob Jones. 6'2" and long arms. You better get a good ways away from him if you're going to get away from him anyways, because that long reach is just tough. Really, really tough to get away from. Carla Whitman says, thank you, Andy, so much for doing this, especially this year when limited tickets. I'm so glad we can still support our boys and watch. Sure love our Bobcats. Crystal Bearden says, live in Rector but work in Corning. What else can I say? But it's football, y'all. Don Burkhart said, let's go black and gold. Well, right now they got a long way to go. It's third down and, man, I don't even know. About 35 to go. Long way to go here. 107. They may be content with just running the clock out here. I'm not sure. Toss. Crosby. Good block up front. Crosby cuts it up. Good job by Clayton. He's still going. Tell you what, he's a tough runner for his size. He really, really is. Finally brought down. But, again, fourth down and a long way to go. Will Cave City use their timeout? And I think they're going to. Very smart there by Coach Danny Brustrom. Use your timeout there. Corning's going to have to punt here more than likely with the long way to go. And now you might get an opportunity to have a few shots here at it before halftime. And, again, guys, we're going to our cheerleaders there. Let the voice of the Bobcats, Richard Martin, take over.
Kimberly Talley, Ellie Russum, Madeline Coleman, and Emily Shelby.
Great job by the cheerleaders down there. I know obviously not ideal conditions for them either, but they have done a fantastic job. Erica Masterson, obviously the head cheerleading coach, has done a good job with them. And it looked great out there. I love the uniforms. Love the mask, too, the black and gold with the Bobcat emblem on them. Very, very neat. So really like that. Again, thank you to everybody here tonight who's volunteering, the chain gang, the concession stand workers, resource officer, the faculty that's here. They've done a fantastic job, and we sure do appreciate them. We really, really do. And Bonnie Thompson's on, Emily Ann Kimball, Jeff Young, Teresa Sherd, Tyler Harley, and Janice Bain. Of course, the Bobcats more than likely are going to punt here. It's fourth down and forever. But I tell you what, it doesn't look like it. 55 seconds to go, and this is very interesting here. Surely to goodness they're going to punt. 4 wide, though. Comstock's the tailback. Gutierrez the quarterback. Again, shotgun formation, 55 seconds to go. They're going to run a play. This is very interesting. Gutierrez somehow gets away. He's got a man deep. He's going to try to find him underthrown. Is there a flag down there? I think there is. This could be pass interference. This is huge if it is. We'll see. This gives them another opportunity and a lot closer. We shall see the call. Man, give it to Coach Treadway for trying to go for it there. The guts. You know, it is non-conference. I mean, you're down by 2 possessions. Why not? I like it.
Pass interference against Cave City.
Pass interference against Cave City. Wow. Guys, 45.7 to go here. What a change of events right there. You go from, I don't know, fourth down and however long that was to about fourth down and 6 or 7 now. Totally different animal, a lot more manageable. Again, 45.7 to go. There is a play clock. It's at 33, but it shouldn't be a factor here. Tyler Poe trying to get the attention there of the quarterback. Not sure what he's trying to get his attention for. There he goes. Now he's got it. Here we go, folks. 45 seconds to go. 4th down for the Bobcats. Shotgun formation. Gutierrez, quarterback, and Coach Treadway is very upset, and I mean very upset. He's halfway across the field. He's yelling at the head official about something. Not sure what it is. I don't know if it's the clock or what it is. I really don't know what's going on. Wow. He was not happy, though, either way. Here we go. Big-time play right here. 4th down and 7. Gutierrez, quarterback shotgun. Comstock to his side. Comstock's going to block. Max protection. Gutierrez going deep. Overthrown. Intercepted. It was deflected and picked off. Here comes Cave City. He's got some blockers. He's going to be brought down by Landon Lucas. Number 8, great job by Ashton Harrell. There's a flag after the play, a little extracurricular activity. I don't know who that's on, and we've got a Bobcat down, and I think it's Jake. Good job by our cameraman getting the camera off of the injured player there. We'll see what the penalty is. I believe it was after the play, though, as the Mr. White Hat just got out of the way there. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Cave City. After the play, they were very excited about that play, and I think they were letting the Bobcats know about it in an unprofessional manner. But either way, Cave City with the interception there. Man, I don't mind us going for it like that. That was kind of neat to see that. You just for sure knew they were going to punt it away there, but they did not. I love the aggressiveness. Of course, the bad of that is now Cave City has an opportunity with 35 seconds, and, of course, tonight they haven't gotten a whole lot of gash plays, but, boy, last week they sure did. The Bobcat defense, I will say this, they have made them earn it tonight for the boys in white. Again, though, Cave City up 15-0, 35 seconds to go. Sweep around the near side. He cuts it up. He's got a lot of room. That's Maddox Moreland. He's still going. He's got one man to beat. That's Lucas. Lucas has got the angle on him. He's going to be ran down from behind by Clayton Crosby. Man, that was a huge play. There's only 22 seconds left, and I think he got out of bounds as well. It was awful close if he didn't. We shall see. There's a flag, though, on the far sideline. I'm just now picking it up, and I think they've already moved the chain gang, so if I had to guess, that's on Corning. We'll see what they do here. They're going to pick up the flag. Let's see what the flag is. Personal foul against the Bobcats. Oh, that's even worse. I mean, I think it's getting a little chippy out there right now is what's happening. You just had a huge run, 22 seconds to go, and they were going to have to really hustle to get there, and now you just helped them out another 15 yards. Again, the untimely penalties, the shooting yourself in the foot is what we were talking about earlier, and that's really been the difference. I mean, don't get me wrong. Give Cave City credit. Give them credit, but man, the Bobcats sure have not helped themselves tonight. 22 seconds to go here, folks. 22.9 under center. Cave City, play action, rolling out to his right, goes up. He's going to run it now. He tucks and run. He's got blockers. He's got a seam up the middle. He plows over a guy, and I think he's going to score. I think he does. Touchdown, Cave City. Holy hay bells, what a play by Will DeBon. A man on a mission who just would not be denied right there. Several broken tackles, and, man, you want to talk about a heartbreaker right before halftime. 21-0. They scored with 12 seconds to go. Man, how quick the pendulum swung there. On one end, you're 7 yards from a first down and extending your drive way over here about the 27, 28-yard line to about 15 seconds later, Cave City scoring. The field goal is no good. That's the first attempt missed this year by Millie Beller. She's now 7 for 8 on the year on PATs. That keeps the score at 21-0. Again, 12 seconds to go here in the opening half, and Coach Treadway's taking a very good coaching moment right here. He's down there with a couple of them. I love the Coach Treadway. He never stops coaching, I promise you. Whether he's up by a lot, whether he's down by a lot, that young man right there, I say young man because he's been coaching for 46 years overall. And just to tell you his age, he was a grad at Newport, a class of 1968. But he never stops, man, and I love it. And it doesn't matter if this game gets out of hand or if it gets close again. You'll see the same demeanor from Coach Larry Treadway no matter what, and I love that. Guys, again, we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. Again, I'd like to shout out to First Baptist Church out there for everybody at the watch party. We appreciate you guys. That's really, really cool doing a watch party like that for some of the people that can't get up here to the game this year. Obviously, the global pandemic caused some issues as far as us being able to get a full capacity here tonight. And so we do appreciate First Baptist Church for putting that on. I know Daniel Plemons was a big part of that, so thank you, Daniel, for that. And it looked really good from the picture that we saw, at least the one they give us. I thought that was kind of neat. So Appreciate you again. Again, there's our Michael Barker Heating and Air Sky Cam. Adam Valance is up there on top of that thing. Appreciate my workers tonight. Tim Earls, Old Man River. We've got Ricky Betts, Colton Ladyman. Appreciate everybody. Another little squib kick, if you will. Gutierrez just about didn't get there in time, but he does. The good thing about that is the clock doesn't even move there. You're on the ground, your knees down when you touch the football, and you've got pretty good field position. And one of the coaches for Cave City is pushing one of their players out of the way there. I think there was some mouthing going on. A lot of mouthing going on out there on the football field right now. Very early for that too, but either way, very chirpy. They've been wanting to play all year, and they finally get to get out and play a little bit, so they're excited. They're excited. Can't blame them for that. Kathy Post says better regroup at halftime. I'll say Coach Treadway and the staff, they'll Mr. Golden and Coach Poe, they'll definitely have some things to say at halftime for sure. I think Coach Poe's actually up in the booth this year, a little bit different than last year than what we saw. You got both Goldens down there, Tyler and Ron, and Coach Treadway down there, and then Poe's upstairs. Fake the handoff. Going to roll around to the near side as Amaker, and he's going to be upended after about a gain of 3 or 4. I'd say Amaker's really quick. As soon as he tucks that play action there, that little bootleg is very, very fast. Love to see a little bit more of that going forward, especially in the second half. Folks, we played one half of football here in God's country. Cave City Cavemen 21, Corning Bobcats 0. Well, we have an opportunity again. We were not able to finish our sponsor video, and we do apologize, but we do apologize for that. But either way, I'm going to go over all the sponsors here for you if I can. I want to tell them all thank you. Just a second here. All right, guys, so tonight we've got one of our sponsors is in honor of Dutch No. And Dutch No was a coach here for a few years that, in my mind, was a legend. And I don't know if you can hear the PA system or not. It's extremely loud, so I apologize if you can. But Coach Dutch No, we've got some numbers we'll go over, too, before the night's over with. We'll talk about Coach Dutch No. But there was a sponsor in honor of him, and we sure do appreciate the anonymous donor that did that, so thank you. We'll go over more of that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and get to the cheerleaders, actually. I didn't know they were going to do a routine here. I don't think that music will work for Facebook, so we won't go to that music. I think it'll be some copyrighted music, but we'll give you an opportunity to see the cheerleaders there. Good job by the Corning Bobcat cheerleaders. Great job by them. Again, we got several sponsors this year. We appreciate everybody for jumping on board with us, and I promise we'll have that sponsor video fixed next week. We'll have it ready to rock and roll. Mike Townsend Farms, thank you, Mike. That's the second year for Mike Townsend Farms jumping on board with us. We really do appreciate that. Red Taylor Ford, they've been great to us. David Taylor and Jim Clifton and the guys, Brent Taylor, all them. Thank you guys so much. Again, second year for them sponsoring as well. We appreciate it. K-Ron Farms, Rhonda and Keith Hunter, again, another repeat sponsor. Thank you guys so much for helping out. Debbie Rosehill Massage, thank you again. And I hope she's okay. I know she had a little bit of an accident here recently, and I hope she's recovering. I think she's in the hospital right now, and we're wishing you the best, Miss Debbie. And we miss you and hope everything's going to be okay. So, and while we're on that, real quick, a legendary coach here, Don Campbell, was in the hospital this morning as well for a surgery. And my understanding was it was an outpatient surgery, and he is having to stay overnight. So, Coach, if you're listening, if you're watching, we're praying for you, buddy. Sending all of our good vibes over to that Conway, Valonia area, wherever the hospital may be. So I hope you're going to be okay, buddy. Really do. Nutrient Ag Solutions, Mr. James Varble jumped on with us this year, and he jumped on with us last year late in the year, and we appreciate him. Thanks, James, for doing that. Again, that's Nutrient Ag Solutions. I'm going to try to get through these. We've got so many of them. You guys rock, man, and we've only got like 20 minutes, so let me try to get through all these. Amanda and Jeremy Wiedemann, for the second year in a row, you guys jumped on board with us, and that means a lot, so thank y'all so much. Heritage Ag, Mr. Brody Morrow was our contact there. He did a good job of putting the selling shoes on and getting us in there for 2 years in a row now, so thank you, buddy. We appreciate you. We've got Goodman Drug, Miss Kathy Goodman, 2 years in a row. She's also sponsored us as well. First Choice Healthcare, same thing. We're repeat sponsors here. We're talking about First Choice Healthcare. Thank you guys so much. Woolard Flying Service, Matt's been fantastic. He's helped me out not just in this endeavor but other endeavors as well, so just like a lot of you have. So thank you guys. We appreciate the Woolard Flying Service for their second year sponsoring. First National Bank, just right down the road, down Bobcat Lane here, right off of 67 there. They jumped on board with us, and we sure do appreciate them too. We've got some flag girls here that are performing. We'll try to get to them real quick if we can. They are very talented. That is definitely something I could not do. I can promise you that. And we're going to allow you to watch them while I name off the rest of these sponsors here. We don't want to take any kind of video away from them by any means, but we've only got 16 minutes and 40 seconds to go and a lot of sponsors to go. So, Boschlicker Brothers Farms, second year they're doing that. Thank you, Sheila, for being our contact there. We appreciate you guys so much. Mike Vincent, CPA, Mr. Mike Vincent, one of the best golfers around here. I appreciate you, buddy, for tuning in or jumping on board with us and sponsoring us, supporting not only us but this program, the school, and the kids for the second year in a row. Thank you so much for that. Means a lot to us. Clay County Electric, they're introducing their new broadband internet, Clay County Connect. This is the second year they jumped on board with us as well. This first year with the Clay County Connect. Thank you guys. Mr. Chad Watson and Kelly Watson for Watson Oil Company. Again, second year. Civil Engineering Associates, that's John Seelig out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Thank you, John, and Civil Engineering Associates for the second year as well. B&B Oil Drilling, Brian and Lisa Bash, you guys rock. Appreciate you. Lisa actually married me and my wife. I appreciate you for doing that as well. B&B Oil Drilling, this is their second year. Parkview Restaurant, Amy and Daddy and Jordan, you guys rock as well. It's the second year for y'all sponsoring. Woolard Farms out of Success, Arkansas. Nathan and Jennifer, thank you guys so much for jumping on board. Whittiman Farms, Miss Mary Whittiman, I love you. I hope you're doing good. I miss you. Miss our Razorback football, too. It's coming soon, though. Whittiman Farms, another sponsor. Farm Bureau, Cliff and Angie, they've been fantastic. I really appreciate them as well for jumping on board. J-Lynn Farms, Jerry and Linda Turner are sponsoring us this year at CSR as well. Zach Brown Farms, again, for the second year, sponsoring us, too. So thank you for that, Zach Brown, as well. And he can't sing like Zach Brown Band, unfortunately, but he's a good dude. I appreciate you. Giving you a hard time there. There's a little verbal jab. But Carter Cox Seed out of Noble, Arkansas, again with us. Michael Smith, thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate you. Carter Cox Seed, as we got 15 minutes to go here before the third quarter will kick off here. So got a few more to go through, and I promise we'll be done with these. Three Little Monkeys and Hair by Danielle. They're kind of in the same building there. They sponsored us there, kind of a co-sponsorship, and we sure do appreciate them for that. Thank you, guys. Again, Three Little Monkeys and Hair by Danielle. Again, we'll have a sponsor video out next week, I promise. Had some things that came up this week that was just some crazy stuff. So, but either way, we'll get it, I promise. So, Joe Jett for state representative again for the second year. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, sir. I'm gonna butcher this name. Qureshi Law Firm and Wealth Management. Kerry Russum, Qureshi. I'm sorry. I butchered it. I know I did. I'm sorry. But thank you for jumping on with us. And I promise I'll have your picture and video next week as well. Thank you, guys. Big Iron Auctions. Jason Horner was our contact there. Thank you so much for that, Jason. Big Iron Auctions is their first year with us. Means a lot. Co Farms, Wendy Cole for jumping on board with us. Thank you so much, Wendy. Appreciate that. And then Solace Grain Bins and SNL Irrigation, Rhonda and Jerry Solace for the second year as well. Thank you, guys, so much. Again, we'll have a sponsor video next week, I promise. Got a lot more to go through here. But, guys, I want to do something really cool. Here at CSR, we've been working on a video. We've been doing some different content for this year. And I think this is so cool, as I'm a little uncentered there from the camera. Hang on. Let me move over. Is that a little better? Get my big head in there. Can y'all see my receding hairline? It's gotten worse this year. Yeah. I'm about to go bald. I used to make fun of my dad right there all the time, Old Man River and Karma, man. It'll get you. It'll get you. You guys ever heard of Bud Light's Real Men of Genius or Real American Heroes? Well, we did our own. And we won't get copyrighted for it. I just killed a mosquito. Did y'all see that on live TV? What's up? Look at that. That's what I thought. Get out of here. Yeah. Anyways, if y'all have ever seen that, it's really cool. Now, we couldn't take the music from that because it's copyrighted. Obviously, Facebook and YouTube would kick us off. We'd be done. You guys would be mad at us. And then I don't want that. I like you guys. I don't want that. So we created our music. When I say we, I mean Colton. Created all of our music. We wrote a script, and we put it together for you. And we're going to have one each month, a new one each month. We've got two for you, though. We're going to give you one right here. Folks, I want to present to you Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
Real amateur sports heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. 4th Down and 17 overly confident offensive coordinator.
The 4th down and 17 overly confident offensive coordinator.
You take an obvious punting situation and turn it to a baby mama drama test result episode of Jerry Springer.
Swore I was the father.
Sure, every analytical chart says not to go for it here, but this school didn't hire a math teacher. They hired a borderline or reckless gambling wizard.
Why are the letters in my multiplication?
What's cooler than a triple reverse halfback pass to an ineligible tight end? Your sun visor you wear with stiff gelled hair sticking out like monkey grass. That's what.
Really think we can make it?
You defy the odds while also defying every sense of logic and common sense known to man. And for that, this stream is for you, wild man.
Mr. 4th down and 17 over the conference offensive coordinator.
Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas.
Now, that's just one, right? That's just one. What'd you guys think of that? Be honest. Hit us straight now. We did the music ourselves. We did the script ourselves. We got another one coming, though. We got one more coming. We got 11:30 to go before the third quarter. So I love these. Y'all give us some ideas for some more, too, because we're doing one a month, I promise. We've already got the first 2 months done with these. Here comes the second one, Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
Real amateur sports heroes.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Do you do it for the money? No. Do you do it because you're a model citizen? You don't even live there anymore. You do it because your wife was an out-of-towner who never got to witness your all-district glory days.
This one's for you, sugar dumplings.
Lasers hit hard enough to take down an adult rhinoceros with a loud, thundering pop that would make even residents of East St. Louis hit the deck.
I think it's a drive-by.
Armed only with a 6-foot weapon of wooden destruction, you use vocabulary that would make even a war general proud. Stay in front of that bullet, son.
That one's gonna leave a mark.
So sit back and enjoy Corning Sports Report Live, old sultan of the practice swing, for we salute you.
Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter.
Corning Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas.
Come on, man. Come on. What y'all think about that? I hope y'all liked that. I really did. I hope y'all liked that, and we'll have some more coming later in the year. But we wanted to do one a month throughout the year, and we got the first 2 months out of the way. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It took us a little while to do that, but we got it. We got it. Now that we got the music down, I think we can do it a little bit easier now. So, guys, if you're just tuning in with us, share this feed if you don't mind. We got 9:44 to go before we kick it off to this third quarter. Hey, guys, on this date, let's take a little time machine, the DeLorean, if you will, and let's go back. But let's go way back. On this date in Corning Bobcat football history, matter of fact, long time ago, September 4th, 1925. This is kind of cool. Corning versus Poplar Bluff. The local paper said that Corning had lost 0-6, so Poplar Bluff shut us out 6-0 back in 1925. Poplar Bluff scored only touchdown in the second quarter on a fluke play. Poplar Bluff team was named the Demoles, I guess, also referred to as the Young Masons. Different name than what they are now, though, obviously the Poplar Bluff Mules now. So Corning threatened many times in the third and fourth quarter of that game, but turnovers did them in and prevented any score. Kind of sounds familiar tonight, actually. Not turnovers, but we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. That's kind of did us in, unfortunately, so far. Second half coming up. Local paper said this is really cool how different things were back then in 1925. It takes a He-Man to play football and not a quitter. That's right. You guys remember that. He-Man, not a quitter. The Bobcat stars of the game back in 1925, someone named Whitaker, someone named Jernigan, and someone named Briney. Dad, did you watch that game? Did you? Okay, oh, never mind. Sorry. He doesn't know. I was trying to get first names, but we couldn't do it. So. I also, before Colton shuts me off here because he's tired of listening to me, listen, we wanted to talk about the volunteers every year. Last year we did a little bit of an article for them, and this year I wanted to kind of say a little bit about them on air and give a little bit of details of how long they've been here. So Calvin Burkhart, has been a volunteer here for over 30 years servicing the Bobcats, whether it's football. And of course, you see him at every basketball game and baseball, just a wonderful human being. And had a little bit of a leg issue not too long ago, but I've seen him out there tonight, and it's wonderful to see him out there. Ronnie Jones, the Silver Fox, folks. I think this is his 28th year in football, but I think it's his 30th year overall for Ronnie Jones volunteering here in Bobcat athletics in some form or fashion. we'll make a really big deal of that next week. I'd love to get him to the game in Yellville and get him on a little, a little interview if we could. I don't know if we can do that or not. We may not be able to do that. He may say, he may deny us. Like the Cavemen Matumbo. No, in my deep voice. Rich Martin, the voice of the Bobcats for 23 years. Mr. Rich Martin has been doing the PA system over there. You guys see him, tell him thanks. That's awesome stuff. It's not easy. You think it is, but it's not. You get up there and everyone's listening to it, and you hear your voice up there, and it's weird. It's really weird. So thank Mr. Rich Martin for that. Jim Clifton and Kirk Scobie, both have been clock operators here at Corning. They've both been doing it for 23 years, folks. That's 5 people of 23 years and above. That's awesome. So thank you guys for your service. Scott Dodd, 7 years on the chain gang. Scott, we appreciate you. Ralph Morrow, 11 years of Bobcat sports on the radio. That's awesome. And Gary Strawn's also been right there with him for 11 years. On More Music 93.5 is where you can catch them, and we sure do appreciate them. Jeremy Eddington, 2 years of spotting for the PA announcer. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but I promise you that is too, because you're the PA announcer and you can't hardly see things, and you're trying to announce, and you got a spotter there that can tell you numbers. It's very, very beneficial. So thanks, Jeremy Eddington. All the concession stand workers. I think it's like a GT group or whatever they call it. I'm not sure, but I know Marcy Seelig's in there quite a bit. We appreciate all of them. Seen John Seelig in there tonight. Gage Arnold was 3 years on the chain gang, and Blake Carter was also 3 years on the chain gang. Thank you guys so much. Of course, the football managers on the sideline too. I don't want to forget them as well. And a big thank you to all the school faculty. We said it earlier, but seriously, this is not ideal conditions at all, and they have been fantastic, and I think they've handled this as well as they possibly could, and we sure do appreciate them. So thank you guys so much for that. We really, really do appreciate it. That was our CHS volunteers list there. I wanted to get that out of the way if we could, so I'm glad we did that. Can we show Adam? Can we get Adam on the camera up there? I just want to show. This is awesome. This is so cool. He's going to hate me for this, but look at that. Look at that. We got the biggest guy wedged in there, and I think we're going to butter it just to get him out of there. Look, he's pointing at us. I think he can hear us. That's awesome. But he has done a fantastic job. Can we get in closer on him? There we go. Flex it for us, Adam. Just one time. No, I want to see the muscles. No. Adam's doubling as Santa Claus during Christmas. If anybody, we just need to get some of that Just for Men gel. Looks so natural no one can tell. It'll turn it gray too, right? Not just black. He's covering the bald spot. I love it. Big thanks to Adam up there. He's very brave. I know I don't want to be up there, so I'm glad he is and not me. I love the shaking the gut, man. It's a keg. I love it. Absolutely love it. There's our field goal post cam here, high above the field goal post there on the north end zone, looking back towards the stands there of both sides. I love the wide view of that. We didn't have that last year. So 4 minutes ago here, before we kick off this third quarter, you might have noticed something different on the schedule this year. We didn't have Rector on our schedule. There was a reason for that. Rector went to 8-man football. We had several people whenever they seen the schedule, why ain't Rector on it? Why ain't Rector on it? Well, there's a reason for that. They went to 8-man football, and I tell you, a lot of preseason rankings out there this year, and, of course, 3A has 46 teams. And in the 3A, you had Harding Academy at number 1, of course, the defending state champions. You had Osceola at number 2. Osceola lost last week, so now they're number 6. Hoxie's number 4. Harrisburg's number 14. Walton Ridge number 18. My point of that is this. This conference is tough. Very, very, very tough. It's a tough, tough conference. In fact, Houghton's voted it the toughest conference in 3A again this year. It's stout, man, and there's some good talent out there in this conference, and it's really, really tough. However, 5 teams make the playoffs this year from the 3A, or the 3A. And I'm going to tell you something. I really think Corning has an opportunity. Obviously, we got a lot to work on. I will say this. Cave City's got an advantage this week. Any coach will tell you, your biggest jump and improvement is from game 1 to game 2. Cave City's already had that game 1. They've got all those bugs kind of fixed. This is our game 1. We didn't even have a scrimmage game. We truly didn't even have a scrimmage game. COVID got us on that one for, I think it was Mark Tree, I believe. And so it's tough. And you got a lot of kids playing new positions. And I'm not making excuses. I know, he's biased. That's fine. I get it. You still got to go out there and play. You can't make excuses. But there are a lot of them out there. Let's just be honest. So don't be surprised this team gets better and better and better and better. And I'm excited. I think they got a shot to break that streak this year, that ugly streak of not making the playoffs. I really, really do. And I know Coach Treadway's he's probably having at it right now in that locker room over the small things. I can guarantee you that. We talked about the 3-3A, folks. That's our conference that we play in. Last week, just give you some scores of last week. Walnut Ridge played Highland 28-22. Walnut Ridge pulled that one out very, very late. Osceola and Crossett, very good game. Osceola drove there at the end, almost scored to tie it, but Crossett won 26-20. Osceola's lost 7 straight season openers. I didn't know that. Very interesting. But they do schedule them really hard, and obviously at the end of the season, doesn't matter. I mean, they're state playoffs just about every year and going pretty deep. So either way, but a stat nonetheless. Manila was going to play Valley View, but that game got canceled. Harrisburg was going to play Cross County. That game also got canceled. Of course, we talked about the Hoxie Cave City double overtime thriller. Then our new conference affiliate this year, Palestine Whitley, they lost to Des Arc, which is a very good team, 40-36. This week, we have got in our 3-3A, we've got Piggott versus St. Pius, Missouri right now that's going on. Don't have a score from that, but we'll double-check that here in just a second, okay? Walnut Ridge at Salem tonight. Walnut Ridge is a 6-point favorite, just like Piggott was against St. Pius. Manila versus EPC. EPC a 30-point favorite, heavy favorite over Manila there. Hoxie, 10-point favorite over Mountain View tonight. Harrisburg, 1-point favorite at Truman. Osceola at Blyville. That should be a dandy. Blyville, 1-point favorite. And I tell you what, Blyville's won 6 of the last 7 meetings between those two teams. Very interesting. Of course, Blyville, the next level up as far as classifications goes, though. Keep that in mind. Palestine Wheatley versus Mark Tree. That's a 15-point favorite for Mark Tree tonight. And then just a game to throw out there. You had Yellville Summit at Two Rivers because we play Yellville Summit next week, and Yellville is a 10-point favorite in that game as well. So, and we did a little bit of press box predictions. We didn't put them out there this year on our page, but we did them in-house. J.R. Rourke won the press box predictions trophy last year. I can't even talk. But I'm coming for it this year. I was having fun last year, and I'm more serious. I'm locked in. I'm zoned in, and I'm coming for that one, guys. Guys, we appreciate you guys. Also, as well, I was going to tell you to share the feed again because we try to tell you all the time, but also as well, Corning Sports Hall of Fame. We're going to have one. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to make it work. Okay, Corning Sports Hall of Fame, but I need y'all to do me a favor out there. Mail in your nominees, 202 Northwest 4th Street, Corning, Arkansas, 72422. Mail in your Corning Sports Hall of Fame nominees to me, 202 Northwest 4th Street, Corning, Arkansas, 72422. Get those into me. Our staff, our board, whatever you want to call them, we'll get together once a year. We'll open up all those and we'll vote. And we'll get plaques and everything. We'll either come to a football game at halftime or come to a basketball game at halftime and honor those. We'll keep a plaque somewhere in the school that'll have it'll be a trophy with a plaque and have all the names on there for each inductee year. So, again, Corning Sports Hall of Fame, and we sure would appreciate everybody for jumping on board with that and mailing in your nomination. Love that view right there. Guys, again, we lost Miss Annie Morrow last year, and it just doesn't feel the same without her. It really doesn't. That young lady, did so much for so many, as you see right there. It's just different not seeing her out there walking the track and giving me a big hug. And she always had a way of having an impact on people. But she was very stern, but she was hilarious. She was absolutely hilarious. Anybody who knew her could tell you that. Man, she just had a way with people. I don't know how she did that, but she could scare you but then make you laugh at the same time. But love her, miss her, would do anything to hug her. And I don't know if JC's watching with us tonight, but JC, we love you, buddy, and we hope you're doing okay. And I know you miss her every day just like we do, and can't even imagine. But we're here for you, buddy. Again, Miss Annie Morrow, and a class act by Coach Treadway for putting the stickers on the back of the helmet, the decals, and we appreciate our staffer, Ricky Betts, for making those, him and his wife, Ashley, the AM stickers. Also at Piggott this year, we lost Hunter Mickiff. Not too long ago at all, and a young man that was taken way too early from us, and just a really, really sad deal there. Hunter Midkiff, and you see the jersey number there that we created. Don't want to forget that young man. Piggott's playing with heavy hearts tonight. Obviously, they had their scrimmage game last week, so that definitely helps to get a little bit of that emotion out early, but, man, it's going to be tough tonight. I can't even imagine that game at Piggott tonight against St. Pius, Missouri. And to be honest with you, probably the only time in my life I'll cheer for Piggott. This rivalry is so deep and deep roots. And but, man, after that happened, you just can't help but hurt for those kids, that family, that program, that town. And I think for the first time in my life, I'm definitely cheering for the Piggott Mohawks tonight. So, but right now we got business at hand. That's our Corning Bobcats coming out there, you see, coming out of the Fieldhouse locker rooms there. And Coach Chedway had a little pep in his step there. I thought he was jogging. Man, look at that. You know, I make fun of Coach Chedway a lot because of his age, and so do the coaches. We all make little verbal jabs at him. But I tell you what, that young man was doing 4Ks, or 5Ks, I'm sorry, like late into his 40s, almost into 50 years old. I'm 32, and there's no way, I'm telling you, there's no way I could do a 5K right now. I mean, just could not do it. Could not do it. No shot. I absolutely couldn't do it. So, yeah. I had a question for everybody as we got about 15 seconds to go here before we kick off the third quarter. Someone mentioned something the other night on TV, and I heard it, and it was just asinine to me, I thought. It was just a crazy comment that was just plumb dumb. But they said they preferred blue cheese over ranch. That bugged me so much that I wanted to ask our audience tonight, this is our social media engagement for the night, for the second half, ranch or blue cheese? And if you say blue cheese, we're not friends anymore, okay? I'm telling you right now, we're not friends. Nothing personal. We're just not friends anymore. Our staff is like, there's no way someone would say blue cheese. So I'm just curious of what the general public would say on that, ranch or blue cheese. Got to know. I'm all ranch, though. All ranch. Gosh, blue. It's a horrible comparison, but blue cheese is like taking a shower with your clothes on. Or buying a Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits CD and then just turning the volume down to 2 when you listen to it. Nobody does that. Nobody. And we're about to kick off the second half, and thank God, because people are losing their minds. Like, what is this guy even talking about? It's a football game, for crying out loud. What are we doing? All right, Stephanie Wiles says ranch. Thank you, Stephanie. Lonnie Boyd, ranch for sure. Thank you for the for sure. Jennifer Poe, all the way ranch, thank you. See, everybody. Don Burkhart. Clinton Jordan says, I don't like either, but I'd rather take – thank you. There's not one person that has said blue cheese yet. Here comes the kickoff by Millie Beller for the second half. Again, that little high arcing squib kick, if you will. Good job. Was that Parker Davis coming up and catching that ball? I think it was. Parker Davis there, the junior, number 45 there in black and gold. I tell you, he had a touchdown saving tackle to number 45 right there earlier. He has a knack for that. He takes good angles back here at safety. He's a pretty good D-back, too. And I wouldn't mind seeing him at receiver this year. Get that young man with those long arms right there to go high point a basketball. He's a good basketball player, too. First down 10 for the Bobcats at their own 43-yard line. Again, this is the start of the third quarter for those just tuning in with us. 12 minutes to go. Under center, the Bobcats. That's Gutierrez. Handoff. That's Lucas up the middle. He's got a seam, and he's got a first down. Good job by the sophomore, the super sophomore. They're going to move the chains as the Silver Fox, Mr. Ronnie Jones, who's 30 years of service to the Bobcats here. I love it. Kay Bieber says ranch all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Don Hopkins Jr., get out of here. Don's banned from all live streams from now on. Blue cheese, really? Really? I think he's just messing with me. I think Don Hopkins. There's Ronnie Jones right there, folks. I love that. That's the Silver Fox that you just seen on your camera there. Sorry I didn't catch it in time. I was mad about the blue cheese comment. First down and 10. 11:40 to go. Toss to Crosby. It's low. He's going to cut it up. Good job. Cut it back outside. Met by 3 or 4 Cave City defenders, though, and they're there in a hurry. Look how dirty those jerseys are, folks. That number Clayton Crosby, number 11 right there. I'm telling you, that number 11 in black is tough. Look at the big old boy right there for Cave City, number 56. My goodness, that is Michael Rhodes, 315-pound bench press. He's got dirt in his nose right now. It's everywhere. Ear holes everywhere, that young man. Again, he's on the unheralded stars list for 4A on Hootens.com. Broke his ankle last year to number 56. Look at big number 56 right there. His mama ain't going to be happy with that white jersey all dirty. I can tell you that right now. Second down and 9 for the Bobcats under center. One wide, that's Jordan Grubb. Thankfully, he's back out there. He's had a couple different instances where he's been hurt tonight. Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Double fake. Gutierrez rolling out. Bootleg. He evades one tackler. Cuts it up. Still going. Runs to his own player there. That might have been the hardest hit all night, and I hope he's okay. And I think that's Comstock, and his leg is hurt. He's hitting the ground. Man. Comstock was trying to come back to get the block there, and I think just wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know if that was knee-to-knee contact, but he is still down. Man, the Bobcats cannot catch a break tonight when it comes to that kind of stuff. We've had several of them that's been down on the ground tonight, and again, sloppy conditions makes it tough. And I don't know if he maybe knee-to-knee. I'm not sure what happened there. I really don't know. I haven't seen him hold his ankle or anything. It's just been his knee. That was a pretty hard contact, too. Amaker, when he turned it up north and south, Oh, and he's limping right now, and he's up right now. You hear the ovation, or at least we do. I don't know if you can hear it through our headset or not, but he's up. He's taking a second. He's not moving at all, and I don't blame him. He's trying to put a little bit of weight on his ankle there. It may be the ankle. And now he's walking on his own power. That's fantastic to see as he bends down there. Either way, guys, back to the football game here. We've got 3rd down and about 3, maybe 4 yards to go. See those big boys up front for Cave City. Hopefully those Corning Crushers can move them here. We need a 1st down. Get a little momentum going here in the opening portions of the second half. Landon Lucas, whoop! Nice little sidestep, and he plows over defender. I'm going to tell you something. This sophomore is playing like a senior tonight on senior night, and I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Got to love it. Like it, love it, want some more of it. Again, Coach Treadway, when talking about Landon Lucas, he said very athletic, not afraid of cutting it up in the heart of the defense. You've seen right there, but I like the sidestep. That Mark Ingram, Emmett Smith sidestep right there. That's all lower body. Those big thighs. Got to have those. I say keep feeding the young man. It's working right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 10-20 to go. Handoff up the middle. 2 hands on the football. I did like that. I couldn't tell who that was. Maybe Rhett Eddington. We'll see the number as we get up here. Again, from our spot, it's so hard. Yeah, that is Rhett Eddington. I think that's Rhett's first carry tonight. He's a junior. I'm telling you now, Rhett's a solid running back between the tackles. He was last year or a couple years ago in junior high. He definitely was. Rhett is not afraid to put his head down, hang on to that ball, and he's going to get you a few yards just about every time. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Long 7. 9:48 here in God's country. Under center again. Man in motion. That's Lucas. Toss to him. Sweep to the near side. He's got blockers. He cuts it up. Side sits. He's got close to the 1st down. I think he's got it. Tell you what, that is working. Let's give a heavy dose of that. Feed that young man. And look at that field down there, folks. Again, a lot of divots down there in that. It is tough. That number 8 is playing out of his mind as the confetti goes off up here. His teammate, you've seen the confetti right there in the screen. Number 8, Landon Lucas. Love the gold of that helmet shining off there. There's our Michael Barker Heating Air Skycam. And, again, thank you all you people for saying ranch and McKenna Shipman. Goodness gracious. Come on now. Blue cheese. Don Hopkins Jr. Whoop! Love it. Under center. Crosby, handoff. He cuts it up. Man, he cuts it up fast. He's going to be wrapped up. Little spin cycle there. He didn't think he was down. He kept going. That was number 18, Jacob Jones. And I tell you what, Jacob Jones, a big old boy now, playing both ways for Cave City. I like Crosby. I really do. You know, going from receiver, didn't get a whole lot of opportunities last year, getting the ball thrown to him. Now this year he's taking advantage of being a running back, and he gets up there. And what do we have here? Personal foul on Cave City. That chippiness that you've seen there before halftime evidently has carried over now, and that's going to help the Bobcats out big time. Listen, we talked about closing it out, though, punctuating this, okay, capitalizing on their mistakes. You've gotten down here. I tell you what I wouldn't mind seeing. Look at old Eli Mason now. Big old number 89, or maybe 88. I can't tell his jersey number there. I think it's 89. Look at big old number 89 there on the left side of your screen. A little play-action quick toss to him, a little pass right up the seams maybe. I'd love to see that. Fake it. Landon Lucas up the middle. Oh, he got tripped up, or he would have been in for the score, and he's down at about the 2, maybe the 1 yard line. They're knocking on the door right now, are the Bobcats. I say keep doing what you're doing here. Again, between the tackles, cutting it up. The sweep to the near side has worked really well to that right side behind those big old boys up there, those Corning Crushers, Dakota Wilkins, Eli Mason, and those guys. Let's see if they try to do that. 8:40 to go. Let's see if these Bobcats can get back in this game. You got Clayton Crosby over there too. Amaker under center. Here comes the snap. Man in motion. Lucas, toss. He's going to cut it up. He's going to be met in a hurry. Fumble the football. It's on the ground in Cave City. No, maybe Corning. I can't tell. I really can't tell who came up with that football. And they're going to say that Cave City did. Man, what a turn of events right there. You got to win the turnover battle. And it's not in favor of Corning right now. That's 2 different trips down there in the red zone underneath the 10-yard line that the Bobcats just couldn't quite capitalize. Number 18, Jacob Jones, he's pretty happy, you can tell. He's going to his coach. He's going to anybody that'll listen to him. He's got the turnover belt there for the defense. And might have just got a concussion there from the coach. 8:24 to go. Let's see if the Bobcat defense can respond here and get the offense the ball again. Man, if you could have got the score there, man, it's a totally different feel of the ball game. It really, really is. 1st down and 10. 8:24 to go. That's DeBon under center. Handoff near side. He's going to be brought down in a hurry. I couldn't tell who that was that brought him down. think it was Red Eddington. Good job by Red, number 25 in black. That young man was there in a hurry. He filled the hole. That's what you got to do as a linebacker. Yep, number 25. You see the white and those numbers are gone. It's all dirt and mud now. Quick to the line, handoff. Far side, and I think that's number 13, Holt again, if I'm not mistaken, for Cave City. These offenses, it just kind of almost misdirection and counters and pulling guards, and it's tough for linebackers. It really, really is. You got to be disciplined as a linebacker playing a defense against this team. Handoff at the middle. It's not going anywhere. The Bobcat defense with a big stop, and there were several of them in there. Comstock, think Eddington, Gutierrez, Amaker. Who do you want to give it to? About half of the left side. Landon Lucas, love it. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Big time stop there as Gutierrez goes back for the punt return with 7:24 to go here. Corbin Ellis says, don't change up now. Blue cheese for life. Good Lord. Oh, goodness. Come on now. You have to imagine that Cave City's going to punt here, and Gutierrez is imagining that as well. He's getting back. He's back at about his 30, 35-yard line there. Great view from our Michael Barker heating and air sky cam that Adam bounces on. Tell you what, the play clock is down to 8. It's down to 7. They're just now getting a player on, and that's number 7, Will DeBon. That's the quarterback. He thought his job was done. Not so fast. 2 seconds. 1. They did not get it off in time. It goes over his head, and it may be a safety. It's going to be a safety. Fantastic job. The Bobcat defense comes up huge, and I think they got out of sorts there. Out of rhythm did Cave City when DeBon wasn't out there, and I think it just mentally got there. Snap over his head, gets away, and, hey, there's points on the board for the Bobcats, and even more importantly, they're getting the ball right back because you want to get it back quick right now. 6:46 to go in the third quarter. Awesome stuff there. I absolutely love it. Folks, I'm going to go off the audio for just a second. All right, guys, I'm back here. Sorry, man. It's really hot up here in the press box. It feels great out there, but it's really hot up here in the press box. So we were going to tune into a couple of different things for you tonight. We're going to give you some in-game breaks and stuff. We weren't able to do that because of our setup, unfortunately. We'll do that next week, though. So if anybody has any scores from around the conference, please post them on here if you don't mind for us. We sure would appreciate it. Again, Cave City coming here as a 10-point favorite over the Bobcats. And I'll tell you what, if Corning can have another drive like they had there but just capitalize at the end of it, we've got a whole new ball game. The old adage is you want to be within 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and if Corning can get it here and drive down there and score before the fourth quarter, we're right there, right where we need to be. Cave City, again, they battled it out last week with 3A heavyweight favorite Hoxie, or at least one of the favorites anyways, at least top 5 anyways preseason. And let's see if Corning can at least make them earn it tonight. I got to be honest with you. I know we've had some plays that make you want to scratch your head, but if you take away the mistakes that we've done to ourselves, I mean, this Corning team can compete. I mean, they really can. We're not just outmatched by this 4A team so badly that it's obvious. High arcing kick. Someone's got to pick that up, and they do. Good job there. Can't tell who it was, and he got upfield pretty quick. And I think it's Landon Lucas, number 8. I tell you, Landon's been everywhere. Wherever that football at, that's where that young man right there is at. Again, Coach says he's very, very athletic, and he led the junior high team last year in tackles and was also the quarterback last year for the junior high team. So we'll see next year with Amaker and Gutierrez leaving and departing as seniors. We'll see if he's a quarterback again for the Bobcats. But I love the football in his hand either way. He's done really good at running back tonight as number 8, Landon Lucas. 6:44 to go here in the third quarter. Love the scoreboard there by our staffer, Ricky Betts. Very sharp-looking scoreboard. A little bit smaller this year, and I kind of like that. A little skinnier. Our scoreboard lost some weight. We did some off-season conditioning. Fake the handoff. Amaker up the middle like a rocket. I mean, like a darn cannon shot off there. And he nearly gets the first down on the first play from scrimmage on this drive. It's going to be second down and about 3 as the ball's marked at the Cave City 34-yard line. Again, we appreciate everybody up here. As Jace Couch says, y'all are sleeping on ketchup. I hate ranch and blue cheese ketchup all the way. We've turned the table. We went down a different rabbit hole there, but under center, handoff. Lucas, he's getting up. Oh, man, he's hit hard. I'll say he's getting upfield pretty quick, but number 18 put a stop right there to it. That's Jacob Jones. Look at that young man. I mean, 6'2", 195. And last week he did all of his damage on offense, not even defense, it was on offense. Had 121 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, about a 7-yard per carry average for number 18 right there in white. Even had a 42-yarder touchdown. So he's got a little bit of speed, those long legs, like a gazelle out there. 5:40 to go and counting. Play clock's at 20, shouldn't be a factor here. Amaker under center, Crosby in motion. Goes across the play formation. Fakes to Lucas. Out in the flats to Crosby, but he overthrows him. Got hit pretty hard there, too. Couldn't tell who that was. I think it was number 28, Ethan Ball, that laid the lumber there on Amaker. We've got McKenna Shipman says, for real, though, Jace. Don Hopkins Jr., good job, defense. Hey, they did a fantastic job there as William Kraft has tuned in with us as well. 4th down and 2. This is a big play here. I would love to see the sweep here to that right side. I know it didn't work that last time on the fumble, but it's worked just about every other time. And a great time to call a timeout here for Coach Treadway and the Corning Bobcats. I think that's an awesome idea. I really do. Again, Coach Treadway in his 46th year overall, second here at Corning. And he has assistants in Trevor Poe in his 7th year overall and 5th at Corning. Assistant Tyler Golding in his 3rd year overall at Corning. And then new assistant Ron Golden, which is Tyler's father, who coached 25 years total at Malden, Sykeston, and Portageville on the staff this year. Again, we lost Gunnar Cook this year. He's off to Valley View. We wish him the best with 5:30 to go here. We do wish him the best this year at Valley View. And, again, Corning came in here as a 10-point underdog tonight. But, again, 2 different missed opportunities down in the red zone there. Sorry, we're trying to get a camera there on the other team there. We're trying to split screen it there for you with both teams on both sides, but that's okay. But, again, they came as a 10-point underdog, but had a couple opportunities here down in the red zone underneath the 10-yard line on 2 different occasions. Man, if you convert there and you finish off and you close those drives, this is a totally different ball game right now. I mean, a totally different ball game. You see Danny Brustrom and the gang over there. Danny's entering his 11th year overall, 8 years at Cedar Ridge, and his 3rd year at Cave City. He's a Newport grad from the class of 87 as well. I'll tell you what, Danny was in construction until age 40. So, guys, it's never too late. You see big old 56 right there. My goodness. Again, that's Michael Rhodes for Cave City. But, guys, again, it's never too late to follow your passion, to follow your dream. And it kind of happened by accident from my story that I understood from him. So, never know, guys. If you got something in your heart, go after it. Life's too short not to, so don't have any regrets. 4th down and 2. What do you do here, folks? Big time play. Get one spread out to the far side. I can't tell. I want to say that's Grubb. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Gutierrez has got it. 1st down. The drive is still alive. And the game is still alive here, too. You almost have to feel like they need a score on this drive, though, to make a game of this. As Kikoa Villaluna comes in, the junior wide receiver at 5'10", 160. He's got a pretty clean jersey. That's number 22 over there. Let's get him in the game here, Coach. As Daniel Plemons says, Buffalo hot sauce. From First Baptist Church watch party over there, Daniel with the Buffalo hot sauce. I'm okay with that. I am. I think there's going to be a false start there on the right guard of Corning, or right tackle, I should say. We'll see what the call is by Mr. Whitehat, the head official. He does say a legal procedure on Corning. But that's okay. Push us back 5 yards. It's 1st down here. Maybe we can make up for it here. Again, you hate to get all the way down there, then start having the penalties. It seems like we do such a good job, and we get down there, and then that's when the damage and shooting ourselves in the foot starts to happen, unfortunately. Again, for everybody just tuning in with us, this is the first game of the year for the Bobcats, our first stream of the year, and we appreciate you guys. If y'all could share this stream for us, let's get it out there to as many people as we can. We had some parents tell us last year there were some college scouts actually watching the stream. That's neat to hear. Lucas, he could not handle the toss, and somehow Mason got on it. Thank goodness. Right place at the right time. Eli, Mason right there with the neck row. I love that. Looks like Mike Allstaw at WD-40 coming at you. Love it. I tell you what, Eli, he according to Coach, he blossomed in the spring at tight end. He really did. Now, he's 6'3", 240, but he's muscle now. That's country muscle right there now. You hear me? That's what that is. You got some cornbread and milk in that household now, let me tell you. But Eli really is. He's a good kid, good ball player. And, again, Eli's just a sophomore. We got a couple of really good sophomores on this football team. Very excited about the future of Bobcat football. 4:40 to go here in God's country. Joey Reed says avocado ranch. Man, that's disgusting. Second down, 15 to go. Double reverse handoff there. Crosby up the middle, and their defensive end and opposite side linebacker, they're just staying. They're staying put. That was number 11, I do believe, Bradley Finster. And, again, Finster's a junior, 5'9", 145. He had 3 tackles last week. He's been in at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 tackles this week. Number 11 there. Love those old helmets there like that. Kind of like the Michigan Wolverines. Love the old helmets from the Cavemen. It's going to bring up third down and around 13 long, 3, maybe 14 here for the Bobcats. 4 minutes to go. You got to do something here. Hannah Eddie says, country muscle. That's my stepdaughter. I love it. Country muscle. Love it. Patuh. I like it. Amaker. Tell you what, he fakes it. Sweet or bootleg to the near side. He cuts it up. He's going to be brought down. These defensive ends and linebackers for Cave City are very well coached. Very well coached. Now you've got a 4th down and 12 here. What do you do? Do you air it out here? We'll see. It seems like in the second half, if you're going to attack this defense, it's got to be up the middle between the tackles. Anything on the outside right now, those outside linebackers are really staying put. It seems like the outside worked a lot better in the first half, and Cave City has made adjustments to that here in the second half. We got 20 seconds on the play clock here. 3:15 to go in our game. You see the score, it is 21-2. Again, Corning's had several chances, though. A couple of them down underneath the 10, and they're driving here, but they got a 4th down and long. Let's see if they can salvage it. Gutierrez, shotgun formation, 4 wide. Halfback to his near side. That's Red Eddington. Snaps good. Gutierrez steps up. He's going to run it. He's flushed. He comes up and he falls down. The footing was bad. There's a flag at the end here. What are they going to say? Helmet to helmet at the end, or is this going to be in the backfield? It's going to be holding on Corning. Okay, I thought maybe a late hit down there. There was some extracurricular stuff going on. Extracurricular, I should say. In the backfield there late. There's Mr. Whitehat. Of course, that'll be declined. Going to be first down for Cave City. Give the Cavemen credit. Come up with another stop. But Bobcats have been in Cavemen territory 3-4 times tonight, and it's that bend but don't break defense of Cave City and Coach Danny Brustrom. They've done a fantastic job. This defense came in returning 6 starters from last year. That 4-2 formation is really working. Now, they did give up an average of about 47 points per game, but they played an extremely tough schedule last year. Extremely tough schedule. In fact, 9 of their 10 games, folks, were against playoff teams. You're probably thinking, well, how can that happen? I thought only 5 goes from the conference. Well, you had 3 non-conference, and they had 1 team that came into their conference this year that was in the playoffs last year too. So, man, big-time tackle out there by number 67, Dakota Wilkins. And I'm so glad I got to mention his name tonight. He's the strongest Bobcat, is big number 67, the human plow there. 330 bench press, 305 power clean, team's top run blocker. And he dropped 25 pounds in the offseason, folks. For a big fella like him, that is not easy. That is big-time work ethic for number 67. And that's, last year, he probably doesn't make that play right there, just to be honest with you. Cutting it up is Cave City. Their running backs do a very good job of that with 2:19 to go here in the third quarter. Got forward momentum. And Comstock again in there on the tackle. We've called his name a lot tonight, have we? Mr. 44 in black. Third down. Long 4, maybe 5 to go. We'll say 4, though. Under center. DeBon. Here comes the toss. He's going to throw it to the near side. I tell you what, I don't understand the play call there. Third down and 4. You've been getting 3 yards in a cloud of mud. We ain't saying dust anymore because it's muddy out there. It's worked, and now you just put yourself in a really tough position in Bobcat territory when you got a 21-2 lead here. I just don't understand the play call there. And he wasn't wide open, but he was open, so maybe a better pass. Maybe they do get some positive yards there. I mean, it's easy to – hindsight's 20/20. It's easy to second-guess it. Big 4th down here for the Bobcat defense. Can they hold them? Comes the reverse. Great job in the backfield right there by the Bobcat defense. Eli, Mason back there with a stop. I seen Clayton Crosby. Eli went tall. Crosby went low. Big-time stop. It's a turnover on downs. I love it. Opportunistic defense from last year forced, I think it was 9 or 10 turnovers last year, which was double the amount of turnovers from 2018. We haven't seen turnovers tonight, but we've seen some pretty big 4th down stops with that defense. Hopefully these boys aren't gassed. Hopefully they got a little bit in them here, catching a second win with 1:51 to go in the third quarter because we need to score, and we need it right about now. Bobcats take over at their own 32.5, 33-yard line. Under center. Again, new offense this year for the Bobcats. That's Gutierrez. He's going to hand it off up the middle. No, he's going to keep it. Good fake. But I tell you what, that number 56, we've mentioned his name a lot, Michael Rhodes on the play again. And Heath Salmon says, got to score 6-0 Piggott, start of the fourth quarter. They got a dandy over there against St. Pius, and we're hoping that we can score here before too long and make it a dandy here with 1:29 to go and counting. Very similar offensive styles and formations, but very different tempos. You see Corning more in kind of a slow, huddle-up tempo. Cave City in a very fast no-huddle offense. We almost need to swap that here with the clock being kind of our enemy right now. Mark Wood says, go Big E. Bruce and Brendan McGrew, Eli. Here we go. Gutierrez under center. We got a receiver wide open at the top. Wide open. They're going to fake. They're going to throw it over here. Eli Mason. Through his hands. But they had a receiver wide open at the top. I think it's Jordan Grubb. I'm not sure, but there was nobody on him. Let's go to instant replay if we can. If it'll do it fast enough, it may not. You may not catch it, but we'll see. Number 5 was wide open at the top and just threw his hands a little bit behind him, maybe a little bit high, but, man, you hope that he could bring that one in with those big old white gloves. Oh, if he catches that, I'm not sure they catch him. I think he's still running. I think he's taking it to the barn right there, Forrest Gump style. Either way, it's going to bring up a third down. And I love the play call. Love the play call. I really do. You know, they got that defense is kind of getting aggressive. You know, those linebackers, those safeties coming up, and they really got them there, that play action. Man, keep that in your playbook, in your repertoire, because that will work at some point this year, I promise you. 55.2 to go. And we've got a penalty. Is it too many men on the field, or is it delay a game? Delay of game. I didn't think the play clock ever reset. I'm not sure it ever reset. I don't. If I'm Treadway them, I'm mentioning something about that. I don't think it ever reset. I was looking at the score. We got a camera for the scoreboard because I cannot see the scoreboard from where we're at in the press box, and I'm pretty sure it never reset there. I don't think anybody caught that though. Man, hate that for the Bobcats. Either way, 3rd down and 14 to go here. Play action. Going deep is Gutierrez. It's a bullet underthrown. I think that ball is wet, and these quarterbacks are having a really hard time with it. And I know I'm the type that'll make an excuse for them more than I'll, do anything, get on to them. But I think that was the problem there. I think he wanted to air that one out to Gutierrez, and it's hard. That ball's touching the ground every single time. I don't really see any officials with towels out there. Do you guys? I don't see any of them out there with towels to wipe the ball off for them. So it's really tough. You got 4th down and long here. You just got to – I really don't know what you do here. Maybe a screen pass if you've got one in your repertoire. Maybe you'll throw a couple, get 4 wide out there. They're going to hurry up. And I would almost try to draw them off sides here. That's what I would do. They're not going to do it, though. Play action. Gutierrez, he's going to be met in the backfield in a hurry. And who is that? Big number 18, I think it was. If so, that's Jacob Jones. And that was him again. He's a playmaker, folks. The junior for Cave City. He's been everywhere tonight. Give him credit. He didn't bite on the play action. Don't know if Gutierrez was going to keep that one. Don't know if he was going to run out in the flats, bootleg, and then throw it on the run. I don't know. But either way, turnover on downs, and Cave City takes over with 46.3 to go here in the third quarter. We'll see if this Bobcat defense can step up again. I'll say this. Honestly, the defense has played pretty good tonight. They really have. Again, no takeaways yet, but maybe this is the time to get one. Up the middle in a hurry. Number 21, Bryce Walling, and he had blockers. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody touched him until about the second level there, and he got tripped up. That interior offensive line of Cave City, they're doubling at the point of attack there, and it's working for them. It really is. Again, 28 seconds to go. Shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle. Again, Walling. He's going to be wrapped up, and I think that's Comstock. No, it's not. I do apologize. That's number 60, I believe there. Yes, number 60 there by the Bobcats. Fisher Francis, the junior, he just came in like a kamikaze. He started all 10 games last year at center as a sophomore. Focused this offseason on blitz recognition and pre-snap audibles. And on defense, he's just everywhere. I love that. 2 seconds, 1 second. They get it off just before the end of the third quarter. Quarterback keeper, he's got all kinds of room. He had a huge hole. Landon Lucas is going to try to stop him. He does. So does Jake Gutierrez, but not before a first down. And, folks, Cave City will start the fourth quarter in Bobcat territory at about the 26-yard line. Man, that was tough right there. The defense is doing pretty good, and you give up a big gash play like that. Give credit to Cave City's offensive line. They are plowing the road right now. Get back to our on-air mentions while we got an opportunity. Guys, Pug Life Chronicles is on Facebook and YouTube, and the owner is George Zayas. He's a good friend of ours and made really good friends with Mr. George there over in New York City, New York. He is going to be live streaming the New York Police Department versus New York Fire Department baseball game September 11th. That's on Pug Life Chronicles. If you guys don't mind, check him out. He's been really good to us, and we sure do appreciate him. Again, Pug Life Chronicles, September 11th on 9/11, New York Police Department versus New York Fire Department baseball game live. Thank you, George Zayas, for that. And we've got Baldwin Chevrolet out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, home of the lifetime warranty. New and pre-owned cars across 4 lots. We'd love to have the opportunity to earn your business there. The majority of those cars come backed by a lifetime warranty at no charge to you. Baldwin Chevrolet, Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Again, another shout-out to all the fine folks at First Baptist Church at the watch party right now. We appreciate you guys for tuning in with us and setting that up, Daniel Plemons. Thank you so much for that. I got a message from Superintendent Kelly Smith. She said, we are truly disappointed that all fans cannot attend the games in person. And talking to her this week, she hated that. She really, really did. We talked about it, and so she wanted me to mention that on air tonight, and I promised her that I would. And it's tough, man. It's tough for all of us right now. So there's a pass over the middle. Not sure who that was intended for. Unfortunately for Cave City, they're not even sure, I don't think. So incomplete pass, though. I guess it's a good time to work on your passing game when you're up 21-2, though. Again, Cave City only passed it a little bit last week, but the little bit that they did, though, they were pretty successful. So give the Bobcats secondary credit there. As Cody Hudson tunes in with us tonight, Whitney Leonard. Heath Salmon says Pocahontas 35, Nettleton 19 in the third quarter. Another pass out in the flats, no good, incomplete. I tell you what, Will DeBon and Jake Gutierrez and Dakota Amaker have all had a tough night as far as throwing the pigskin around. It really has been tough on them. And none of these passes, I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be blunt with you. None of them have really been close. And, again, I think it's that wet field. We had a 0% chance of rain today, and son of a gun if it didn't rain today. And we'd already had 2-3 days of rain as it was. This field is definitely, you can tell, it's held a lot of water this week because there's just been so much water that's came. Ball's on the ground. Oh, hard hit. Holy hay bells. Was that Amaker? I think it was. He lit him up. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. Hello. My goodness. I don't know if we have time to instant replay that or not. Probably not, but my goodness, what a shot. Watch this. Watch number 1, folks. Whoa! Look at that. Goodness, looked like a flyby there. Little crop duster over the head. Man, love it. That's going to bring up a 4th down and long. We'll see what Coach Danny decides to do here. They do have a lead 21-2, but, anything can happen in high school football. Play clock is at 10. If they're going to do something, they got to do it pretty quick. 11:20 on the game clock. They break the huddle with 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. They've got to get it off. That's a delay of game right there. They're going to allow them to – wow, that was definitely a delay of game. However, it's going to work out for Cave City. In fact, it's going to work out so much, it's going to work out as a touchdown. Maddox Moreland, I don't know if anybody even touched him. I think he would have scored in flag football there. The play probably shouldn't have happened. The play clock was at 0 before they snapped it. But either way, give credit to the edge out there, your left tackle, your left guard there for doing a good job of blocking it and allowing Maddox to get that edge over there. And I tell you what, Coach Jenny said he's their best athlete, and you can see why. And just like that, 27-21. And here comes Millie Beller again, and she's 7 of 8 on the season. Millie with a kick. It's up, and it is good. Make it 8 of 9 on the year on PATs, point after touchdowns. Good job by Millie. Cody Blasco says, anyone know the Piggott score? I know the boys are playing their butts off in honor of their teammate that passed away. We all miss you, number 56. I tell you what, Cody, I'm going to do you a favor, buddy. I'm going to try my best to see if I can get that on here for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do your part to help.
As my wife just asked I'm in trouble, guys. When I get home, I'm in trouble. I shaved in the sink, and I did not clean it up. So I am in trouble when I get home. So you guys pray for me, okay? Oh, goodness. All right, so I'm trying to find a YouTube app on here, but I do not find one. So, unfortunately, I did not have it ready for you. I was going to try to get you the Piggott score there. I apologize. If anybody has that, if y'all don't mind, post it for us if you can. We sure would appreciate it, as it's 28-2 here. 11:01 to go in this football game on the opening night of 2020 for the Bobcats for their football season. In Cave City, out of the 3-4A, they are in the 4A classification. I appreciate Coach, scheduling a team like that. Any 4A team is going to, be pretty tough. I don't care what kind of history they've had. So, again, next week we go to Yellville Summit. That's a pretty long drive, pretty long tote, but we will bring you the game live. Another kind of squib kick there. It's caught. Head of steam coming forward. Don't know who that was. Clear across the other side. I believe that was number 5, Jordan Grubb. He caught that coming forward like Harrison Bader in center field at Busch Stadium. Love it. 10:57 to go. It's 6-0 Piggott in the fourth quarter, says Heath Salmons. We appreciate that. Our CSR staffer, J.R. Rourke, was supposed to help us tonight. We were supposed to have a camera on the ground tonight, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. He had to go officiate that game up there. So, as Josh Jansen also tunes in with us. And thank you guys for all, or majority of y'all, for saying ranch. I can't believe we had some blue cheese people in there. It just, I don't get it. Don't get it. Really don't. Again, I'd like to thank my staff up here tonight for being here. It's been a tough pregame for us, but Crosby cuts it up. I tell you, he ran into his own player there for a second and kept bouncing.
Crosby on the carry.
I'd like to see Clayton Crosby get a few more touches. I really would. It seems like good things happen when he gets the football. That number 11 in black right there. Again, Clayton's very, very fast, 4.7 40 speed. And he has good hands, too, now. Very good hands. Pretty strong kid, too. Pretty solid. Again, last year he was a wide receiver. He's moved to running back this year. As Chastity Cates is tuned in with us. Again, very impressive night from number 8 in black. Speaking of, there's a sweep. Far side. I think there's a face mask there. And I think this near side official, he saw it. There's laundry on the field. We'll see if they call it. I like how Lucas hits that hole. When he cuts it north and south, it reminds me of Clay Smith from last year. When he cuts it north and south, he gets to top speed really, really fast. Good job by the officials there, especially this near side guy. That's not easy to see. We get on these officials so much, and we give them such a hard time, but that was a really good job there by the near side official seeing that from that far away. It may not have been his call, but he sure made it, though. And if you're a Bobcat fan, obviously you do appreciate it. So, again, guys, share this feed for us if you can. Update now, 12-0 Piggott with 4:44 left. Piggott's got a 2-score lead there at home against St. Pius, Missouri. Double cross. Clayton Crosby trying to pull it up. He gets horse-collared from behind. Hope he's okay there. Big number 88 there for Cave City there is Tyler Martin. 5'10", 190, but he looks a lot bigger than that. We'll see what the flag is here. And no flag, I do apologize. I actually picked it up. I seen the official just picked it up there. Not sure what that was all about. But either way, Tyler Martin had a tackle last year. He's a solid blocking tight end, but did a heck of a job on defense right there. Two-way player. 20 seconds on the play clock. 9:40 to go here in God's country at the heart of Arkansas in Corning, Arkansas. As Donna Ermit's on with us, and so is Cody Blasco. That's Amaker trying to get to the outside. There is just no room but the swarming Cavemen defense. You got guys everywhere. There's 2 or 3 of them out there right there that were in the backfield. And I think this game has become very, very fun right now for that defense of Cave City. They're really, really enjoying it. Really are. Again, thanks to our staff here, Tim Earls, Ricky Betts, Colton Ladyman, Adam Valance. Appreciate these guys for jumping on board with us tonight. Susie Gifford's tuned in with us. I had several of y'all on tonight, and we sure appreciate that. We really do. Again, next week we're going to come to you live from Yellville Summit. That's an away game about 3 hours away, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Red Eddington up the middle with a head of steam. He's met, spins off, still going, chopping his feet. Good job by Rhett. Got some really solid running backs on this football team. Really do. Good depth with the running back situation right now at Corning. Athletic play by the sideline official. Had a football in his left hand, backpedaling off 1 foot, caught it one-handed. Da-na-na, da-na-na. That was nice. as my father's over here swatting flies away. Old Man Rivers over here swatting flies away. Wax on, wax off. 8:18 to go in this fourth quarter. They got to hurry now. The play clock's at 8 seconds here as they broke the huddle. I don't know if they see it or not. 5 seconds. It's down to 3. It's down to 1. Amberker's got to get it off now, and he does. Just in time. Handoff, Red Eddington up the middle. Cuts it up. That was 4th down, though, and they are going to come up short of the first down. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Cave City will take over at their own about 27, 28-yard line. Again, Jeanette House is 12-0 fourth quarter. We are winning. The Mohawks are. We appreciate that as Paige Morrow also tunes in with us, guys. Again, guys, we appreciate it. Wasn't able to get the Dutch No graphic up tonight or talk about the stats of Dutch No, but I want to do that next week, pregame and at halftime. Very special person here for Bobcats football history and coaching history, and I wish I got an opportunity to meet Dutch No, but I never did, unfortunately. But we'll talk more about that next week. We'll be more prepared next week. We figured out what our issue was this week, and I think we got it hashed out. So that ball was bobbled. And I tell you, 2 Bobcats in the backfield. I don't know who they are, but, man, they are swarming. I see Wilkins, Dakota, big Dakota Wilkins, number 60, Fisher Francis, and 89, Eli Mason, all over it back there like gnats. And Gutierrez. I see Gutierrez coming out too. Kind of like the gnats are on us tonight right now. We got all of our windows and our door open here, and they're flying everywhere in here. And I killed a mosquito on live TV. That's impressive. Guys are like, no, it's really not. But I'm totally taking it. They cannot bring me down from that. Paige says, hey, hey. Or maybe, hey. Well, hey, Paige. Hey, back to you. A double reverse handoff up the middle in a hurry, using his blocker. That's number 21, Bryce Walling. He bounced off his blocker and kept going. Had a head of steam, man. Bryce is just a sophomore for Cave City. He hit almost 100 yards rushing last week versus Oxy. Over 6 yards a carry. Matter of fact, I'm surprised we haven't seen more carries from number 21 tonight in white. Of course, they obviously haven't needed it. It's 28-2, though. Cody Blasco, I miss being under the lights. I played for a 5A school out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's awesome stuff there, Cody. We appreciate you for tuning in and mentioning that. And that's that 5A football in Tennessee, that's some big-time stuff for sure. As Jacqueline Leonard's on with us, so is Johnny Lambert. Up the middle, a little stiff arm there. Landon Lucas, hard hit, but he's still going. That's the number 21. We just talked about the sophomore. I tell you, there's 2 sophomores on both sides, running backs, Landon Lucas and Bryce Walling, and they've all looked awful good tonight. Number 21, sure, he's getting in late and getting these carries in late, but still, though, I mean, both teams are still competing. They're still playing until the whistle blows. There are no cheap stats or any kind of garbage time stats, if you will. It's still there. Again, he had a big-time game against Hoxie last week. We'll have to know if there's any other score reports out there that you guys have for us. We're going to try to do a better job of getting those for you next week ourselves. As Miss Couch says, Dutch No was my great uncle. Well, that's awesome stuff. We've heard so much good stories about Dutch No, and we're going to dig into that a little bit deeper next week. We really are. Oh, what a tackle there by number 5, Jordan Grubb, and he's getting his grub on there. He's eating on defense. I love it. Number 5 looking alive, even though there's only 6 minutes to go in this ball game. It's awesome stuff right there. Absolutely awesome stuff. K. Bieber says there are no mosquitoes. Those are pterodactyls. Some of them are big enough. I'm beginning to question it. I really am. Jacqueline Leonard said, I had to come to the car. Mosquitoes were about to carry me away. It's rough out here. It really is now. We're up in the booth. It's hot. We got all the lights up here. Not a good situation. 5:39 to go. Handoff up the middle. Dakota Wilkins. Holy hay bells. Get off the tracks when the train's coming through the human plow, and he plowed over. Again, dropped 25 pounds in the offseason. For a kid that big, you've got to be working awful darn hard to do that. The strongest Bobcat, and, man, he got a hand on there. He's got those black gloves on. Do you think he could dance like Michael Jackson? I'd love to see it. I got to see that on video. I'm going to ask him next week if he can do that for us pregame. A little moonwalk with those black gloves. Love it. And then right there beside him, you get the white gloves of Eli Mason. Beautiful contrast there. Love it. 3rd down and about 11 to go with 5 minutes to go in this ball game. Play clock at 10 seconds. Under center. Again, that's Will DeBon. Good job of managing the game tonight. Somehow Gutierrez got in the backfield, and I tell you what, takes down the running back for a loss of about 6-7 yards. Jake the Snake. They let the deuce loose there. Good job. And maybe it's like baseball. You make a really good defensive play, then all of a sudden you get on offense, you come up to bat, and you hit a home run. Well, Jake just made a great play, and guess who's back at punt returning right now? That's right, the number 2 in black. Let's let the deuce loose again here. Let's see if he gets a punt he can handle. 4:25 and ticking here in God's country. And we got a moon you can't quite see, I don't think, from our cameras. I don't know if Dad can get that Old Man River or not, if he can get the moon there. But that's a really freaky-looking moon. We'll try to get it. I don't know if he can get it or not on camera. Let's try it, though. There it is, hidden behind the Darling store with the trees. Good job by Old Man River. His instincts, quick like a cat. Good job. Oh, goodness. 4:10 to go. We got a stoppage in play. They reset the play clock here. And what are we doing here? Is this an official timeout here? I'm not really sure what's going on. They're saying it's 3rd down and not 4th down. That's what's going on here. Wow. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know. I'd be lying if I told you, but I feel like it's 4th down. But either way, 19 takes the handoff. It doesn't matter now. He's going, and he may be gone. Eli Taylor, they're not going to catch him tonight. He's going to take it to the house. Wow. 2 scores tonight. One was on a delay of game, essentially, and this one, what we thought would have been 4th down and them punting, instead it's 3rd down, and they're taking it to the house. And the wind is out of the sails of the Bobcats. Tell you what, Corning had did a really good job defense had tonight of not allowing these big gash plays like that. That was really the first really big gash play tonight, and it comes with 3:53 to go in the 4th quarter. I think they're just tired, winded. I took a bad snap there. Now they're going to try to pass it, try to make something out of it. He pump fakes, going to throw it to the back of the end zone. Almost caught. Good job by number 7, DeBond. That's a good thing about having your quarterback be the holder. When stuff breaks loose, you have an opportunity, and Jordan Grubb is down way back in the end zone. He was on the defense of the pass there, and hopefully he's okay. He did a really good job back there, too, to Jordan Grubb, and he's looking at his ankle there. We hope he's all right. We'll get the camera off him. Good job. Look how dirty and nasty that field is. Again, took on a lot of rain. Cody Blasco said we had a lineman on our team that was 6'6", 360. That's a big old dude now, let me tell you. As Melanie Ermert's with us, and so is Linda Duncan. Thank you guys for jumping on board. Now, look at that. Man, that's just nasty. It'd be cool if someone just ran across there right now and just sliding head first. Can we get number 63 there, or 65, who it was? 6,300. Can we get him out there? Come on, do something for us there. And the moon is really out now. It's bright. I don't know if that's a new moon or what that is, but it's awful bright. Red. Look at there. Very eerie over Bobcat Stadium right now, as you see. And it's been a tough night for the Bobcats, unfortunately. 34-2 right now in favor of Cave City. 3:53 to go. Again, this is a non-conference game, though, so this won't hurt us in conference. Good job. I tell you what, those upbacks there on the kick return team have done a good job of securing those kicks. And that was Jordan Grubb there. You don't really practice that because most teams just don't kick that, to be honest with you. So good job by Grubb. And 3:50 to go, I'd love to see the Bobcats end with some positive here. They got a lot of the starters out right now, it looks like. They're bringing a few more off. But I'd still love to see them end with some positivity here. See them drive the ball down the field here and not shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. Also, one other thing about this team, this is essentially a brand new offense this year. We've seen a little bit of communication issues, it seems like at times, but for the most part, I feel like they've done a pretty good job with that. I think next week you'll see a completely different team. I really do. Not that they were bad tonight. I mean, they had their opportunities. Let's be honest with it. I know it's a 32-point game, but they have had their opportunities. Gutierrez, under center. The toss. Good job, whoever that may be. I can't tell. Is that number 10 for the Bobcats? I can't tell. Yeah, I don't have a 10 on my roster. Man, I hate that. I really do. I hate that I don't have a number 10 on my roster. Didn't hear the name either. Did you guys? We'll try to get you a name of number 10. That was a fantastic 5-6-yard run there by number 10 in the black and gold. Just is not on our roster, so I apologize about that, folks. But 3:20 to go here in God's country. As Judy Miller says, love that Clayton Crosby. Yeah, we do too, Judy. He's a good one. He is definitely a good one. 18 on the play clock. Gutierrez under center here. Jordan Grubb is the one wide out. Lone wide up to the near side. Lucas in motion. The toss is to him, but he cannot handle it. A little bit behind him on the ground. Did a good job of just getting on it. Don't try to do anything spectacular there. Just get on the football. That's really good as a sophomore there of understanding that. Now it's going to be 3rd and long for them. Cody Blasco says, don't seem to be Corning's year. Well, this is the first game of the year, Cody, and Cave City's already had a game under their belt. They're also a 4A school. Second-year coach, didn't have much off-season opportunities to work because of the COVID, plus a new offense, guys in new positions. I think this Corning team's going to be just fine, but I respect your opinion. I really do, but I think this Corning football team's going to be just fine. I think next week you'll see a totally different team come out there on the football field. Third down and long here, though, unfortunately. 2 seconds on the play clock. They've got to hurry. 1 second. They get it off just in time. Gutierrez, handoff. Good job by number 10. Spin move. Who is that young man? I think I don't know. It's either Hunter Swint, I'm not sure, or it's John Swint. I'd assume it's John Swint if I had to guess. John is a running back and a pretty good one if I had to add. And Angela Duncan says 10 is John. Okay, very good. Thank you. So we were right there. We got him as number 9 on our roster, but that's a quick, easy fix there, just like that. Number 10. Good job, John Ethan. Love it. As Jacqueline Leonard says, one rough game doesn't mean a bad season. I have a lot of faith in our Bobcats. It's time. I love it. Fourth down and long here, 1:40 to go. Maybe the last offensive play for the Bobcats. We'll see. As number 13, Titus Haggard, takes it to the far side. He's still going. Good little run there by Titus. Great run. However, it's not enough for a first down. There's a flag late, and the flag hit one of the players, one of the Bobcat players. Personal foul against Cave City. If you're gonna throw it, but don't throw it at the players. I mean, right off the chest there, like a little soccer ball off the chest. Ole, 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 ole. Personal foul. Obviously, you don't want to see that this late in the game. I mean, obviously, your scoreboard does the talking for you here if you're Cave City. There's no need in that, obviously. And it's going to be first down and 10. It looks like from the 36-yard line of Cave City, the Bobcats still have a little bit of life here thanks to a kind of a silly penalty, just to be honest with you. 1:31 to go. Gutierrez getting under center there. He's got some new backs back here, and there's one of them right there, Titus. Somehow he held on that football. Crazy toss. He cuts it up. My goodness, little Haggard. You couldn't even see him cut up the hole. A little engine that could right there. I love it. And the hair. If we get a camera on number 13, look at the hair back here now. I like it. Don't break my heart. My egg, yeah, break it hard. It brings me back to Billy Ray Cyrus. Back in the, I don't know, mid-90s? Am I off on my years there? I don't know. I love it, though. We had Eli Mason last year with a mullet. I mean, just a grade A, Class 1, all-star mullet. All-conference type of mullet. We're under a minute to go here, folks. And Stephanie Wilds is with us, Jalen Veneta, and Amanda Gupp. And cutting up there, and I believe that's Swint again. He's going to be, lassoed and rounded up by about 4, 5, 6 cavemen there. My goodness. Swint, and a few of those were some pretty big boys now. We got a timeout here by Corning with 29 seconds to go. I wouldn't mind seeing a shot to the end zone right here. How about you guys? Wouldn't mind seeing a shot to the end zone. I really wouldn't. Just take it deep here. Why not? You got a third down here. If it's incomplete, you got another shot at it. As the creepy moon again is settling over Bobcat Stadium here in Corning, Arkansas. So are the mosquitoes. Maybe that's what's fueling these pterodactyl mosquitoes, as Jacqueline called them. And we're trying to get the moon there in focus, and I think we finally got it. Yeah. Long, long way. It's about shaped like my head. Kind of odd-shaped. Not perfect. Kind of big. Yeah. It's tough life. You know those one-size-fits-all hats? No. Load of crock. Load of crock. Stephanie Wiles says, how about a shout-out for number 58 with his hurt foot? Love it. Number 58, Charlie King. And Charlie King, he goes 5'9", 205. He's a tackle and a defensive end. He's a junior. He started 5 games last year at right tackle, that young man did. He improved his pass blocking angles and hand placement in offseason. Did not know he had a hurt foot, Stephanie. I love the grit and grind there from number 58. I know if he could be out there tonight, he definitely would. Out there in between the lines. Obviously, he's on the sideline there with us tonight, but I know if he could be, he sure would. So definitely get a shout out to him as Kendra Leonard jumps on with us. 29.8 to go here, third down and about 6 for the Bobcats. Play clock will not be a factor here. Toss to Titus. He's going to fumble it. He's going to get on it, though. Good job there by getting on the football pretty quick. And they'll at least salvage maybe one more play. 20 seconds to go here. I don't know. They may not do anything. They may just decide to allow the time to run out on this game. Again, this is non-conference game, so it won't hurt the playoff chances any. And, folks, that is going to be the good ball game. Congratulations to the Cavemen, or the Cave City Cavemen out of the 4A. They had a long trip to come up here, and they're going to leave victorious with their first win of the season. They'll go 1-1. The Bobcats of Corning will go 0-1. I tell you what, folks, we're going to hang on here with you for just a second because I want to give my sponsor some love, but we're also going to do our Real Amateur Sports Heroes videos for you if we can. Give you another opportunity to listen to those, and that'll give me a break here so I can come back to you with some more information here that we're going to leave you with. Again, Cave City 34, Corning 32. We'll be right back after our Real Amateur Sports Heroes.
CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes. Today, we salute you, Mr. 4th down and 17 overly confident offensive coordinator. You take an obvious punting situation and turn it to a baby mama drama test result episode of Jerry Springer. Sure, every analytical chart says not to go for it here, but this school didn't hire a math teacher. They hired a borderline or reckless gambling wizard. What's cooler than a triple reverse halfback pass to an ineligible tight end? Your sun visor you wear with stiff gelled hair sticking out like monkey grass. That's what. Really think we can make it. You defy the odds while also defying every sense of logic and common sense known to man. And for that, this stream is for you, wild man. Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas. CSR presents Real Amateur Sports Heroes. Real Amateur Sports Heroes. Today we salute you, Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter. Mr. Little League Assistant Coach Fungo Bat Infield Practice Hitter. Do you do it for the money? No. Do you do it because you're a model citizen? You don't even live there anymore. You do it because your wife was an out-of-towner who never got to witness your all-district glory days. Lasers hit hard enough to take down an adult rhinoceros with a loud, thundering pop that would make even residents of East St. Louis hit the deck. I think it's a drive-by. Armed only with a 6-foot weapon of wooden destruction, you use vocabulary that would make even a war general proud. Stay in front of that bullet, son. That one's gonna leave a mark. So sit back and enjoy Corning Sports Report Live, old sultan of the practice swing, for we salute you. Corning Sports Report, Corning, Arkansas.
And we're back here live at Bobcat Stadium. I'm trying to get everybody in here. Come on, Dad, get in here. Get in here. There we go. This is us three here that's in the booth, and we've got Ricky. I don't know if he can come into the booth with us too. We had a socially distance tonight, so we couldn't do a color commentator. Got your mask on. We're good there. There's Ricky there, and poor Adam. We should have put one of the cameras on him is what we should have done. He's sitting up there, bless his heart, right now. I'm not really sure what to do. He's just sitting there like, do I get down? Do I stop filming? What are we doing? No one really knows. So I got to love it. Is your camera still on, Ricky? No. It's not? Okay, never mind. Dad, can you get at him real quick? See if you can get him on. Can he hear us? I don't know if he can hear us or not. We're having a little bit of fun here before we leave. See if you can zoom in on him, Dad. This is awesome stuff. It's intense drama. There he is. Get him. There he is. I love it. With the CSR, we want to dance, Adam. Can you get some kind of dance moves for us? Dad's all over the place with that camera.
He's doing the dancing.
He said no.
He said it's too heavy.
He's too heavy. Gotcha. Okay, he can barely fit in there. So 10-4. Okay, well that's fair enough. Okay, good job, Dad. Well, at least we got him in there. At least. I don't know. Well, we tried our best there. Thank you to all the sponsors. We appreciate you guys for jumping on board. We'll have our sponsor video ready next week, I promise. We've got a big mess to clean up here tonight. It's going to be a long night. But, hey, we love this. And so sorry, obviously, like Kelly Smith said, that we can't have more fans in the stands. That's how we want it. We really do, because these kids deserve it. But it's just it's a crazy year. It's out of our control. It's out of our hands. So it just is what it is. So if you guys, whenever y'all see these feeds, share it for us. Let's get it out there to everybody. More people, the better. Guys, this was fun tonight. I know it was hectic for us before we started getting you ready for this thing, but we just got it in time, just in the nick of time. So couldn't have done it without these two guys here. My dad did a fantastic job as well. Adam did a great job out there. And, of course, these two guys have been great too. I appreciate them. So, again, for everybody at home, thank y'all for tuning in with us. For everybody here at CSR, we appreciate you guys. Next week we'll be coming to you live from Yellville Summit, okay? Be ready for that. Again, shout out to First Baptist Church for the watch party. Guys, God bless everyone. Good night. And as always, go Cats.